Don't do that to us.
Nah, I can see little bits of light on the bottom edge of his
Also,
camera.
Matt just called me up to be like, hey, I'm doing this vampire-based TTRPG. Do you want in? And I'm like, hell
What's it
yeah.
called?
And I have to say, creating characters while high on pain medication is the best way to do it.
Oh.
My character is straight out of r/fellow kids.
Oh no. Is it that that one masquerade one?
Yes, yes.
No fun.
I have my juice in my needlessly fancy glass. Yeah, let me see if I can bring up the page. The flaws and whatnot are hysterical to me.
Oh.
For instance, despised is one that I picked. So there's somebody out there somewhere who really hates me. And one of the merits I have is high functioning addict. My character lives in an RV. And one of the one of the rules that he follows that he never breaks, the convictions, is fuck the police. We'll never listen to a cop.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he's gonna be a blast to play, I think. I cannot get my mouth open more than like an inch.
So I've been having a bit of fun. Today I finally decided to do a little bit of world building for some far off D&D campaign, and one of the NPCs I created, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have so much fun with him.
Oh god.
Because he's a decent level fighter whose basic motif is kill all Fae.
Oh god. You're gonna be at that for a while, buddy.
Well, it's not like go find them and kill them, but anytime he sees them, it's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you. So, if I have any elf or gnome players, this is going to be particularly fun.
Is he gonna get along with them, or is he gonna...
Yeah, that really depends, and I gave him a bunch of mechanics that make him particularly painful for Fae-based creatures. Well, a bunch. I've only got one right now in creating him, and that one is any time he lands an attack of any sort on a Fae creature, it's an auto crit.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
This character just swinging a sword. The random elf in the party.
It's really funny. Pop culture portrays elves as great and elegant, basically humans but without flaws. Yeah, if you're an elf, you are one of the most discriminated against races.
Also, yeet yeet.
Mmm.
And I have another underneath with the entirety of the Mighty Nine. Actually, doesn't have Caduceus on it, but it has my unlock, so that's what's more important.
It is.
Also, I did not know that there was a puzzle until Christmas, so that was a pleasant surprise. Basically, I said I liked the design of the hoodie, and my mom was like, okay, we're going back to Hot Topic tomorrow, and we're going to find more merch.
spoilers, but kind of, possibly, not really. My money right now for season 2 is that the their final BBEG is going to be Lucian. Or Molly Mock before he was
Oh.
Molly Mock.
Oh, yeah. I've heard whispers about that, but I'm on episode 109.
You wimp.
Excuse you. Not everyone has a high functioning attention span. That is the word I wanted.
You said high functioning while describing me. You're funny.
Well, I mean that. I don't know what your attention span is, but it's probably higher than mine, considering I have ADD and all.
It depends on how much sleep I've gotten, actually. As of late, I probably my attention span's probably doing well enough to give you a run for your money. That's not what I want. Oh, so I have a quick question. What is Faith's flying speed?
Let me go look. $30 feet.
Not okay. Yeah, you will not be able to catch me.
Although it depends on, how much height I have. Like if I can go into a dive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Like it's sacrificing all my height, but a little extra speed can be gotten out of it. I feel like that's a fair trade-off. Like it can't be used to go too far.
I got you.
Still. But the thing is, will you be able to spot her before she arrives? Before she comes screaming in like a bullet.
I'm like looking, I'm like, if I'm willing to burn side points, I can maintain the speed pretty consistently of 240 feet a turn.
Nice. Clara would be proud.
I think when you and I were talking about this earlier this week, I was saying like I've got him at a point where he could give Clather some decent competition.
I think she'd actually have to use Step of the Wind to beat the...
That said, I think that this is literally the fastest I could possibly manage to get him to go. Like, I can't think of anything else to increase his speed.
Mobile.
Oh, yeah, that's also true. Wait, no, what's mobile do? Does it let you bonus action dash?
Plus 10 speed, and now you can hit and run.
That's not going to increase
I think it's
his
also,
speed, unfortunately.
I think it's also something about difficult terrain.
I've already got that covered. And the slight speed enhancement that I get overruns my walking speed, so the speed bonus from mobile wouldn't help me.
Mm.
I think like the only thing I think to boost it would be doubling it with expeditious retreat and haste.
So, Dan, full disclosure, Faith might go Oathbreaker.
Good to know. No, I'll see if I can kill you first.
Oh, this was another question. Pierre broached this with me. Would you be okay if he joined our campaign at some near future?
Yeah, sure. As
Okay.
long as the times work out.
He said yes, as long as the times work out. Yeah, as long as you have time to come in. Mm-hmm.
So, FYI, this encounter is going to be deadly-ish. So be prepared for that. Yes.
So don't pull any punches.
Yes.
Well, time to go kamikaze again, I guess.
Be careful because it's only going to be the first room, and then the second room I haven't decided. It's going to depend on how you guys survive this one.
Okay. This
me
is the
take
fun
another
one,
sip
and I
from my
guess
way
the
too fancy
double-edged
glass.
sword I got him from playing the Mystic is you can do like a lot of fun stuff. You can be powerful, the star of the party, and then once you're out of side points, it's like, I'm weak, scrawny, and helpless. Save me. I went from being this knight in shining armor to the damsel in distress, and like that. Here's the other one I haven't settled on. Every time he has one of the memory loss incidents, should I just have his personality reset as well?
Oh, Jesus.
He's like a newborn babe, but one that actually knows how to use all his stuff.
Oh, God, I feel like that would be really frustrating to know somebody like that.
Just don't push his buttons. Of course, that means you all tread on ice, but you know. I haven't settled on it yet, so.
Also, I hit almost 400 subscribers today, so.
Congrats.
Whoop whoop!
Sorry, I zoned out for a bit. What were we talking about?
I need to reload.
Oh yeah, we might need to do that.
Let's do a seance. Connor, are you there?
So I'm really sad, guys. I found someone online who has run a Hollow Knight D&D campaign, but he hasn't released any of the maps or the box. So I'm so mad. So it does exist, but I don't have it.
This is strange. Can any of us see him?
I can see Connor now.
Oh yes, our lovely goat was.
That was a really nice sound.
Ooh, fancy. It was cooler the first time.
Yeah.
Is this what they mean when they talk in economics, depreciating value?
No, that would be a undepletable resource actually, because it's just until you break the class, of course.
I do not intend on that.
Then yeah, then it's undepreciable, so you'll be fine.
No, I mean like as you engage in an activity, its value to you personally decreases over time.
Sorry, I didn't. It can't really be or be the term. It doesn't really have a structured value, numerical value to it, so it can't really depreciate.
It depends. Movies and music have a set numerical value, so if you set
I'm just
Well, those are intellectual property.
that could be intellectual property.
Yeah.
If Queen's music can be considered intellectual property, then banging a fork against the glass can be intellectual property.
You don't like Queen?
Oh, I should have said the Beatles. The Queen is actually good.
You think the Beatles aren't good either?
The Beatles are terrible.
Excuse you!
Hey, we can all have our opinions, even if some of them are wrong.
Because
Connor,
Paul
I
McCartney is
appreciate
being
that.
lumped in there, and he's done some really good songs.
John Lennon
appreciate
got
it.
shot for that music, Dan.
Good. Commie jerk.
I just want to say,
And
as
also,
far,
okay,
as far as popular bands go, the Beatles are some of the most un-American I've ever seen.
Well, they are British, so.
Look, yes, Dan, I realize some of them were a little more socialist in nature, but at the very least, at the time, they were actually fighting against an oppressive regime.
He wrote Imagine while communists were starving people in Europe.
No, I realize that. I'm saying at least at the time they thought they were actually making a difference. Nowadays, it kind of there isn't an oppressive regime to fight against, like in the way they're all talking
I
about.
don't think it matters. I do not think it matters. The Beatles are terrible, and I'm glad. Well, they're not making music anymore.
Well, I mean, that was how many decades ago?
Too few.
Well, I mean, they were instrumental in the scene of bringing upon the age of rock.
Instrumental.
Well, that's the term that was used, and yes, it was a bit of a pun, Mickey.
I have to say, trying to eat when you can only open your mouth an inch is a lot harder than it sounds.
Oh yeah, you have applesauce or pudding, or what are you eating?
Right.
Rice. Ugh.
I just starved myself for 2 weeks.
You know what, Phillip? I always hear more and more outrageous things from you. At this point, I don't know what's real.
That's pretty much a general assumption to take when you're with.
Everything you know is wrong because what if it's done and short?
See, you don't even get that with me. Am I being serious? No, my name is Phillip. Someone is doing a phone.
Hey, you there, Tommy?
I'm on the way. Wow, that's loud.
Yeah, no, I just, we're all kind of waiting on you right now.
We can all hear you.
Oh, you're all waiting on me?
Yes, everybody.
Oh, in that case, I'll take my sweet time.
Even Rocky is waiting on you. I know you don't know him. He's Mickey's dog. He is a lovely boofer, and he's waiting. Tommy, you're making her dog sad.
Okay, I'll be there in a couple.
Yeah, no, a couple isn't gonna cut it.
Okay,
Better be a couple seconds.
All right, see you soon, Tommy.
Minutes? Hours? Wait, how'd you know where I was? Hey, you missed weeks. Weeks are for the week. Oh, does this mean I now have to shift upstairs somewhere?
Also, I've got a couple new favorite Christmas movies that came out recently. One of them is Klaus. It's a lovely animated
Yes,
film
I saw that last year. I love it. It rocks.
I know.
Saber Spark told me about it, and not a single recommendation from his channel has steered me wrong so far.
It's just a mailman and the maker just bring happiness back to Springsburg or something. Spielsberg, I don't remember. It was the other one that came the fact. I would to be the best describe him as a path. He's a child, like early middle school, late elementary school. He gets called Christmas, so instead of using that as a point of self-reflection, he decides to call a hitman to kill Santa.
Yes, that is flawless.
Also, Santa had to outsource his elves to the military to pay for his stimulus check to pay for Christmas. That's another point in the film. What? I like bananas because they have no bones.
Yes.
I must have my
Okay.
banana, cabbages and onions hurt my singing tone. I like bananas because they have no bones. Hello, Mr. Durante. This is a surprise. What are you doing here? What am
This vocalist sounds like someone
Nikki,
who's
what's the name of that?
I like bananas because they have no bones. This
All right.
version was from 1936.
This is what I get. It's mortifying.
I put in I like bananas and it was the second, right
Ironically
under
enough,
Uncle Charlie's song.
I remember I did some research on this like a year ago, and apparently the next state over was having a problem with drugs the year that it was written. And I don't think that's a coincidence.
Well, don't let it get you, Mr. Durante.
Like, I looked up the original band who sung it and like where it was written, and it was basically right on that state line. It's like, that explains a lot.
Do you think someone was high when they wrote this, Nikki?
Absolutely. Do you think somebody wasn't?
In fact, yeah, this is top quality shitpost content.
From 1936.
The quintuplets fairness, man. Those healthy 5-year-olds, they all eat bananas, because they have no only bone.
Okay, so I think the phrasing of one of my abilities is slightly off. So it's similar to the gaseous form spell. I resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, turn into a mist cloud. I can only take the dash action, and I quote, "You can pass through openings that are no more than 1 inch wide without squeezing." So if it's 2 inches, I can't pass through it. But if it's like half of like a micrometer, I'm good.
I think it specified no less than a 1 inch.
No, it said no more. Word for word.
That makes no sense.
Oh, my biggest weakness, a 2x2 space.
I'll allow it.
Also, who here has heard of Tommy's plan on doing that Christmas one-shot?
I haven't heard, but this sounds great.
Oh yeah, he's trying to do a I don't know if he was probably going to talk to you, Dan, but yeah, he was looking to do a Christmas themed one shot, the LeChou Stole Christmas.
Yeah, I found it, but it was a 20th level.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
And Tommy
cool.
has no experience DMing, so we all need to be gentle.
No, we don't.
I am
Alright,
going.
also, the character setup, his name is Bingsley. Look at him.
Bring us it is.
An ex-elf in Santa's workshop, after a series of complaints about his dangerous creations and a particular workplace accident, Bingsley was fired without his severance pay. And in his own words, "I'll get what I'm owed, and the fat man will get what he deserves."
That's so ominous.
I think I'd rather do the Vampirates one shot if he'd be willing for it.
He seemed pretty excited about this one.
Alright. I haven't read through it.
Yeah.
I'll probably read
My
through it.
idea was a
No,
druid.
if he's planning on running it, you can't read through it,
What do you
Dan.
mean I can't read through it?
That would... Well, 20th level, the combat difficulty is irrelevant. So, it's just the puzzles. It's got a lot of puzzles from what he's told me.
Well, he can do the Gift Thief one. That one's pretty good. It's 3rd level.
That might be more his speed, if I'm going to be completely honest.
I'll suggest it to him after he comes in.
Because I think he's quickly going to be overwhelmed if he tries a 20th level, if he tries to handle 4 20th level characters with magic items to match.
So, the first thing I do is I'm going to be a cleric and I'm going to say, okay, I used Divine Intervention. It works. We solved the dungeon.
Or I just get my army of toy soldiers to mine through the walls.
There we go.
I need to clarify. Last one I typed wood. I meant wouldn't.
I just thought of something that would be like an absolutely awesome move for a druid. Wild shape into a bug if somebody's got a grip on you. Even if you are crushed immediately, how hard do you think it would be to keep a hold of somebody who just, shrank and then grew to normal size again? Like, in the span of less than 6 seconds.
I think it would merit another roll to maintain their check.
Like, they just get an elbow to the face or something.
Here's what I need to do. as a high level druid, exclusively a wild shape into fish for the barbarian to slap people with.
Not like sharks or anything, but just fish.
Just fish.
Improvised weapon, pike.
Similar to the VeggieTales interpretation of Jonah.
Oh yes, such a wonderful piece of
That is exclusively what this is based upon.
Would do you think Tommy would be okay with homebrew subclasses?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, what type of subclasses were you talking about? Because I actually Christmas I did get Tosh's Cauldron of Everything. So, which class were you thinking of?
Oh no, just one I found online called it's for the druid. So first time playing a druid, but Circle of Frustration.
I know I love it already.
Sounds a little frustrating.
You have no idea.
What if it was frustration for other people?
Well, it's fun. So
Yeah, but with this, it actually grants an extra ability for each class. For the druid at second level, they can expend one of their wild shape features to cast a find familiar spell without any material components.
You know, it would be really funny if that spell
it's a fey
stacked.
instead of a beast, but yeah, and it disappears after a number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Wait, actually,
can do that
can
at
find
second
familiar
level.
stack?
I don't know. I don't think so.
God, that would be the funniest thing.
And there's the Circle of Spores and the Circle of Stars that are new for the druid class from this book. Oh, and the Circle of Wildfire.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's fun. That's fun. Let me look through some others. One I found was pretty cool was a barbarian subclass where it's a joke.
Oh,
it's
you
supposed to
can't
be
have more
Santa.
than one.
Oh, you can't stack
Which
it.
actually, it does merit a question, Dan. Would you be up for giving our characters the extra abilities that the Tasha's Cauldron gives?
I haven't looked through it.
I'll give you a quick rundown. So we've got Nikki first. So we've got a rogue, a paladin, a fighter, and then, sorry to say it, Philip, but the mystic is not.
Turns out that Wizards of the Coast doesn't consider it to be a legitimate class, so I'm not surprised.
Don't know why.
Yeah.
Yes, Professor Xavier is not supposed to be in a Forgotten Realms. Now I found the Path of the Chimney, the barbarian subclass.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, and I want to do it if he wants to do this. Yes.
Yeah, paladins get additional spells added to their spell list. Gentle Repose, Prayer of Healing, Warding Bond, Spirit Shroud, and Summon Celestial. The last two are from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Okay.
And then they get unique fighting style options for their second level. The Blessed Warrior, they learn two cantrips that are from the Cleric spell list, and they can cast them as paladin spells.
Okay.
They gain Blind Sight up to 10 feet.
How many feet?
10 feet.
10 feet, okay.
Or Interceptor. Essentially, it's kind of like the parry ability that Nikki has, where she can add AC to a friendly, but instead of adding AC, it just reduces damage.
Okay.
Harness Divine Power. They can expend a use of their Channel Divinity to transform it into a spell slot. Transform it into a spell slot. And then at fourth level, they can switch their fighting style. Every ability score improvement, they can switch their fighting style. Where's the rogue? Rogue. At third level, they can use a bonus action to give themselves advantage on their next attack roll on the next attack roll on their current turn. And you can't use this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn. Wait, what? Oh, you can use this. You can use this if you haven't moved on your turn, and your speed becomes 0 when you do it.
Okay.
Essentially, use your bonus action to grant yourself advantage.
Yeah, with movement along there.
Yeah, no, you got to give up your movement. Oh yeah, then there's a couple new rogue subclasses: the soul knife and the phantom.
Is the Phantom anything like the rogue I sent to you?
Third level, Whispers of... I haven't really looked through this. Third level. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack, and you gain it. As a ghost essentially whispers its secrets to you. Whales from the grave. Yeah. You can channel your power of death to harm someone else's. Immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature. Roll half the number of sneak attack dice from your level rounded up, and the second creature takes necrotic damage equal to that damage total. You can use this feature equal to a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and it recharges on a long rest.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, how far away does the person have to be?
Within the second target needs to be within 30 feet of the first.
Okay, 30. Okay.
Tokens of the Departed. This is a 9th level ability. When a life ends in your presence, you can snatch a token from the departing soul, a sliver of its life essence that takes physical form. As a reaction, when a creature you can see dies within 30 feet of you, you can open your free hand and cause a tiny trinket to appear there, a soul trinket. The DM determines the trinket's form. There's like a list of trinkets in the player book, or it can be based off of the character itself if it's not just like an unassuming bandit. Yeah, you can have a maximum number of said trinkets equal to your proficiency bonus. You can't create ones when you're at the maximum. And you can use them in multiple different ways. While a soul trinket is on your person, you have advantage on death saving throws and constitution saving throws. For your vitality is enhanced by the life essence within the object. When you deal sneak attack damage on your turn, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets that's on your person, and then immediately use whales up from the grave without expending a use of that feature. As an action, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets no matter where it is located. When you do so, you can ask the spirit associated with the trinket one question. Yeah, and appears to you and answers in a language it knew in life. It's under no obligation to be truthful, and it answers as possible, eager to be free. Spirit knows only what it knew in life as determined by the DM.
Okay.
So they see dead people. Oh, and there's 2 more, but I don't want to talk so much. Ghost Walk and Death's Friend, whatever those do.
Well, I something you said reminded me of something I want to do. And Philip and Connor, I want your opinions on this monster I thought
The
of.
answer is 7.
No, it's
No,
42.
42.
Jinx.
Okay, that DC is a little too high, but so
Go ahead.
all right.
Not if
so
it's a
I'm
persuasion roll.
I'm thinking of a monster where when it hits you, it has a that's a good one. It deals 2d10 damage, and then you make a con save against the DC as set by the amount of damage. And if you fail, if you succeed, you gain 1 level of exhaustion, and if you fail, you gain you fail 1 death saving throw.
So if you succeed, then you take 1 level of exhaustion. That's essentially
Okay, so what's your question?
What CR would that be?
easily 25.
That is CR, don't get hit.
You realize at 3 levels of exhaustion, a player's health total gets reduced by 50%, right?
Yes,
That
I
means someone
understand.
could have 200 health, and then if they take would it be 60-10 damage, which could essentially be like as low as 15 damage, they take 100 damage right off the bat like that.
Yes.
Disadvantage on all attacks and all saving throws. That
Yes,
happens a little
that's
bit
why I'm
into it.
asking. What CR should that be?
Easily
Is that-
25 or more.
No. So here's my first question. There's a couple of factors that play into this. First of all, does it have any other attacks?
No.
So this is
One.
the only thing it uses every turn?
Yes.
Then the second question comes down to the health total.
Well, I'd scale that with the CR you guys think that ability would be at, because I do have.
Well, the health total would determine what the CR is going to end up being at. Because if it's a low health, something that you feel could easily be taken out in 3 turns or less, then that would be probably a CR of, well, what level are we, 8? So I'd say probably going to realistically turn out to be a CR 7. But if it's something that we can actually legitimately worry about the exhaustion stacking up with the death, say, and I'm assuming that you're having the mechanic if we accumulate 3 death fails, even if we're conscious, it's just we instantly die.
Yes. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have a bit of an issue with that because that feels like a very anticlimactic way for a high-level character to die.
Well, I mean, if you, so the way I see it, that's a easy way to make a encounter extremely challenging.
Yeah, it just
Terrifying.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. I feel like something that's supposed to be like, I don't know, a little bit difficult. Like exhaustion, I get it. Like it doesn't really come up very often because the few times that it would be like as far as exploration or surviving the elements. There's easy methods of getting around that as far as like magic goes.
Yeah, and you fall asleep right
Well,
after. So
here's what I would say. Here are my I guess 2 cents on the matter. If we could kill it pretty quickly, pretty easily, then I would say that that's actually a much lower CR than probably some of us would like to initially say. It depends on how quickly we can kill it and if those mechanics will come into play. However, once we get to that point where it's going to be a much more long, drawn-out fight, then its CR skyrockets. The one
Yeah,
thing I would say that I would tweak ever so slightly
Hello.
is instead of when it accumulates the 3 death fails, that instead of an insta death, that the body gets and soul gets swallowed up into the creature and remain in there until the creature gets killed.
yeah. As of right now, Dan, I'm gonna be honest. To me, it sounds like a goblin with a vorpal dagger.
it's weird. I'm trying to find a ghost or some low CR incorporeal monster to base it off of. But that's weird.
I like the idea, and it gives me a couple ideas for monster making of my own. There was this one mechanic I'd seen elsewhere that this one enemy was just ridiculously difficult because their one attack was just pick someone and they banished them immediately. No save or anything like that. So the thing was, it had a low enough health that it was fairly easy to kill. You just had to hope that luck didn't decide to give you the middle finger. And if you were smart about the enemy, then it was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And with me, Dan, I feel like I would never run that creature because even if on a success, it still feels exhaustion damage. That feels like you're still failing even when you succeed.
Well, the thing is based upon where we are right now and that, we're either going to die by the exhaustion or the death fail. So then it comes to a race as to what are the chances that we can kill it before the exhaustion or death fails become relevant?
But you also have to consider this probably isn't the only thing that day, and exhaustion takes multiple days to essentially wear off. So that could leave us in an extremely crippled state, and we have to fight something else.
So looking at our party composition, I would make the argument that you could probably it would probably be a medium to hard encounter with a health total of, I'd say, probably between 60 to 80. If you want something deadly, I'd recommend probably a health of around 120. That would be a CR. For us, probably like 10 to 15 around that range would be my estimate.
But if someone incurs even 3 levels of exhaustion, that would take 3 days to wear off. And if we're fighting something else the very same day, that's going to leave someone extremely crippled.
He asked us what the CR rating would be. That's all
Well,
I'm
yeah, I'm just
suggesting.
saying you have to take into account that if that's not the only thing you're fighting that day, that leaves you extremely crippled for anything that comes up later.
Tell you what, it would be way lower CR than I was thinking, but if I base it off of a shadow and just replace its strength drain with the mechanic I'm saying, that wouldn't be bad. What do you think? Just keep it at half or raise it up to
I mean,
I-
the shadow stats off the top of my head, but I think,
I
yeah.
I,
that's
un-
pretty
I
fine.
understand the gimmick, and frankly, like it's pretty good. I feel like I would get rid of the death save thing because death save I think it's best to keep it when a character gets dropped to 0 hit points, and then just make it so on a failure they incur levels of exhaustion.
Hmm.
I
It's still
wouldn't.
it's
I
still
do like
deadly,
it,
but
actually. It's just how it. I think it's a good idea in basics. It just requires a bit of tweaking. So either that,
yeah.
either what I had said earlier, or the other thing I might think of is that if you get the 3 accumulated, that a curse is then placed on you that can only be removed by, say, remove curse or a long rest, in which
Yeah,
if you go to 0 hit points, then you die.
so like death mark, not necessarily like this. So essentially, like they're like death saving throws, but they're a separate ability.
Anyway, Dan, you should definitely listen to us telling you how to make your monsters.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna kill you guys outright. You die, and you die.
So I
I'll
think that there's this comic that I follow on Instagram. I think it's Travis J. Hansen Comics. That he it's essentially comics of this party, this D&D party, like in a D&D world. But occasionally the players will speak to the DM, and the DM will speak back as this voice coming down from the heavens. And I just like the image of this whole party just basically criticizing God on his creations.
But God asked us about it. He wanted our honest opinion.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna base it off of either a specter or a shadow.
All right,
Lower health,
I would
lower
just be careful because
armor.
the way it sounds right now, I think this is going to be a very easy way to kill players, and we're already this invested.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend you not be so cavalier about player death.
Nah, go all the way.
I understand you guys are attached to your characters. Now be prepared for them to die.
I have no attachment to any of my characters. Please kill them all with incredible frequency.
Good.
I have not fleshed out Soren's spell list yet.
Oh,
I
you can
like
do that.
Bavroth, and I don't want him to die.
Yeah, you have too many passive benefits. You gotta die.
Too many passive benefits. Look at the Mystic.
You cannot
Phillip,
kill
right.
Derrick. He will
I don't
only
have any
appear and come
passive
back in another
benefits. I
campaign.
just blow stuff up.
Alright. Well, now that we're here, I better. Oh, Tommy.
It's
real
this, or
quick.
I'm going to cause problems on purpose.
Tommy, real quick. I heard you want to play that, to run that, game.
Yes, I was considering running a Christmas themed one shot, and I was wondering how y'all felt about that.
Go for it, buddy.
We're
What
up for
level?
it. I'm just a little concerned about you choosing a 20th level module when you have no experience.
You know what? The module was free, and I thought y'all might be excited about it.
Well, Dan, you mentioned
Fine
a
for me.
lower level module that you found.
Yeah, I found another one. It's called the Gift Thief, and it's for a third level party of 4 to 6 players. So if you want us to just roll up some third level characters,
Yeah.
we can play that.
My only concern there, Tommy, is the fact that you have no experience with being a DM. There's a lot you don't know, especially like none of us have really dealt with a full party of 20th level characters, especially ones we didn't have a long time getting to know and knowing how they run. You might be so caught up with like essentially dealing with us that it might pull away from the actual story and module. That's my concern.
The
Okay.
margin of error for the amount of power of a 20th level party is incredibly wide. That's really the only problem that you'd have as a DM is trying to.
Yeah, and my 20th level artillerist is not going to be fun to deal with.
Yeah, I was gonna do a cleric, and I just used divine intervention, which has a 100% success rate to kill the lich and be done with it.
That's why 20th level characters are not fun.
See, and
That's why you need to throw the gods.
I was really looking forward to my multi-class 2-level paladin, 8-level cleric, 10-level rogue.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeah, Connor started telling me about his artillerist, and it gave me headaches.
Yeah.
Druid might also, to be fair.
Yeah, druid that stays as a reindeer all the time.
Oh no.
Go, my minion!
Anyway,
She takes the
Honestly-
feat from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, telepathy, so she can still speak with people.
I'm gonna use it to
Everyone
mess
goes
with
crazy
people.
because the reindeer's talking to them. They can't respond telepathically. It's a one-way connection.
that's the best part about the
One-way connection, like home invasion.
Okay, so do we pick up now or DM?
Yeah, I
When
think
do
so.
we start?
Well, what do you mean? What do you have to pick up? Is something
Well, there's
wrong?
one orc left.
And I am out the gap. I am chasing.
All right. You guys, after killing two of the the orcs, one being immolated, the other being stabbed through the heart with a scythe, one has escaped through a hole in the ceiling. How are each of you pursuing him?
I would like to stick my head in the ceiling hole and can I find his scent?
Roll perception on that.
Well, I'm going to be using my ability as a bonus action. I can focus on a single scent and it becomes a physical trail that I can see.
Okay. You see a physical trail going up and across several of the houses. 30.
I grab Tommy by his lapel and follow the trail.
Okay.
Would I have had an opportunity to move first?
To move first, he did use his reaction to kill the one. So yeah, go ahead. You can move.
Well, do you know what I'm doing? Or no, I'm jumping out of the building and sprinting out.
Yeah, as
So-
far as Faith is concerned, you're going after the other one.
All
You're
right,
trying
I'm
to kill
gonna
him.
be like, all right, everybody. I found where he is. Let's go.
No, I'm not waiting.
I mean-
I'm not waiting. The moment
I'm saying, yeah, let's go. I have Phillip over one shoulder and Tommy over the other.
Nikki, why don't you make a perception check to see if you can figure out where Mork has gone?
Can I do investigation?
I'm gonna have to say perception. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Actually, yeah, use investigation.
She knows the orc well enough. She could investigate where he would have gone.
Well, you should
Detective
investigate
style.
the footprints in each of the houses.
New dice, new dice, new dice, new dice.
If I was a snobby
a
theater
12.
kid orc, where would I go?
How much was it?
That's a 12.
A 12. You know the general direction he's going, but it's not obvious exactly where he is. So you can take off and fly after him, but it's
I'm going to yell to him, and I'm also going to say, trust me, you want me to find you first.
okay. Philip and Tommy, how are you reacting to being picked up and launched through the house?
I'm just very confused
Well, as-
about everything.
As Bavroth is carrying me, I'm gonna say, you realize I can run faster than you, right?
Not actually, Tommy. As a 7th level character, a 7th level champion, I have now the star athlete.
Speaking character, my friend.
With my long jump ability, I can actually move faster than you.
How many feet per turn?
I can move 10 feet, and then as an action jump, 40 feet, or 38 technically. So that's 38 on top of my 30 feet of movement.
Could I start spouting just like intellectual nonsense? Like, what if we're all pawns in a game beyond our imagination?
But Tommy, he jumped over rooftops.
I can still run 90 feet around.
I can run.
Oh, that was great.
So,
Point is, I can move faster than the orc. That's all that's needed.
well, he's scared for his life. He's running as fast as he can. And
Well, he can. If I'm going to guess, he can only dash as an action. I can
he's
essentially,
a theater nerd. He has had much experience with running away.
but I can move 68 feet in a turn.
So you're
So,
following. Sam.
Anyways, but Tommy, you don't know where he is. I do.
Well, can I based on the direction that Bavroth is taking me, if I were to look in that direction, oh wonderful DM, can I see him?
You see portions of the house's roofs being having been scraped to the side. You can't see him because another house's roof is in front of you, but you do see the footprints, kind of.
So can you make an acrobatics check to wiggle my way out of Connor's grasp and track him on my own
So you want
faster?
to break? Yeah, you can attempt to break the grapple, but I don't want that to happen, Tommy.
Roll grapple, I guess, you guys. Nikki.
Yeah, that's acrobatics for you, Tommy.
Oh, I know.
I got sticky hands.
19.
16.
I miss the days of 3.5 in which a grapple check would involve no less than 20 rolls to determine a success or fail.
I agree. Tommy, you are able to kick your way out from under his grasp and run at a substantially less speed than Connor. Connor.
Oh, I can move faster than Connor.
He can dash as an action and bonus action.
Okay, alright, never mind. Connor, being kicked in the armpit as he wiggles away, you go off to the side. I'm gonna need you to make a dex saving throw to see to stay on
What?
the roofs.
All right.
Long live the king!
16.
What?
16.
16? You scrape your toes against a gutter and it falls to the ground, but you are able to stay on the roofs. Nikki, flying through the air, you see this happen, and you are going towards where you think the orc is. What would you like to do? I could roll persuasion roll to see if he listens to you.
Oh, I'm real good at that.
Yeah, from last turn. Sorry.
Let's see. Real dice, real dice! Let's see, that is a 25? 17 plus 8.
Okay. Beyond the roof, you see Mork sliding down the side of the roof, barely a dozen feet from Connor and Tommy. Look up at you and reach out his hand. What would you like to do?
Let's see, I'm going to point him towards the nearest area of the barrier.
Okay.
And I am just going to yell, "Go, I'll cover you." And I'm
Okay.
going to get my bow out.
He jumps from the roof onto the street and runs towards where you pointed. And
If I may,
Nikki, you held your action for something?
If Bav comes any closer,
Nikki, I should specify my weapon is currently put away.
You
I'm
did
not
just
looking-
kill 2 of your friends.
yeah.
No, I killed one. No.
But
I
you
killed one
also
because he ran.
participated in the killing of the other, because she would know that nobody gets close to you unless you want them to.
What? Yeah, I restrained him.
I take great offense
And
to
then-
the implication that the first death anyone except for me participated in. Continue.
So Connor, you
No,
just killed 1.5 of her friends.
Yeah,
I did not let Phillip. He was actively on fire. I'm not going to stop him. Do you know how flammable my fur is?
He does make a compelling point. Fire does tend to dissuade people.
Not me!
Why didn't you stop him then?
I try!
Anyways, Dan, how long until I'm within range to grapple the orc?
Well, he is dashing.
And I am going to try to shoot you if you do that.
Yeah, so
But I'm moving faster than him. With the heroic leap, I cover more distance.
as you crest the house's roof, that's
Wait,
in front
actually,
of you.
no. I'm going to use command
Okay.
At this point, I
on
would like
Bav,
to say,
and I'm going
maybe
to.
it's not that the earth is flat, but gravity is flat.
Okay, I'm going to use command on Bav, and I'm just going to say stop.
What's the range of the spell?
60 feet.
Is she within range?
Oh yeah, she
Okay.
didn't have a whole lot of time to go up.
Make a wisdom
So
save.
what? Okay. Well, is she within like 10 feet of me then, or not?
Nikki, how far up did you go?
Um, maybe 15. Just enough to get a good bird's eye
I'm
view.
just wondering if I get your
But not
paladin
much.
bonus or not on this.
Oh, you don't.
Okay.
You are no longer an ally.
Exactly.
19.
Damn. Okay, that passes.
Okay. So you are you are not commanded. Are you
And I'm
going-
aware that she tries to use a spell on me.
She does yell out a command, and then
To my knowledge, with charm spells, whether on a failure or like a success after it essentially after it peels after it the effect is no longer in effect, the character is aware that they were charmed.
It doesn't
Yes.
say,
Like
but
that.
yeah.
That's what makes Friends a horrible spell, because it lasts for like a minute.
And then it's like, oh no.
Well, it's good for picking fights. But yeah, all right. So yeah, Nikki did that, and do I have an opportunity to tackle the orc?
you would after, since the command did not work.
Okay.
Am I still over your shoulder?
Yes.
This is so funny.
So I am going to heroically leap towards the orc, tackling and grappling him.
Okay, that's going to be a dex save from him.
Dan, if I was also
I'm
running towards
attempting
the
to
orc,
grapple
I'd
him.
gotten
That
there
would be
first.
All right. Well, Tommy, what would you do then?
Stop, Connor.
What?
I
Why?
would like to trip Bob and make it look like an accident.
Okay.
I'm currently jumping.
Hang
My
on, let me
feet aren't
think.
on the ground.
Well, I would have gotten there 20 feet before you would.
I'm jumping 40 feet in a straight line.
Good, just grab his ankle for him
I
a
would
second.
like to trip him in the air.
How would you do that?
Grab
I'll
his
slap
ankle.
your ankle.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Throw him off
do you
course.
realize the amount of kinetic energy and amount of force that merits me carrying Phillip in my full suit of heavy armor? You're gonna break your hand.
I have said what I've said. In America, we don't back down on failure.
I don't know if you can even possibly do this.
I'm going to need you to roll, and this is going to be a high DC.
I represent a couple 100 pounds of mass flying at a high speed, Tommy.
It's okay. Faith will know that I tried.
I'm going to need you to roll an attack. It's going to be on your ankle, and it's going to exchange the ankle.
What's
the
your
damage
ankle's AC?
holding on to it.
What is AC of ankle?
What do I add to this attack roll?
Just make a standard attack.
So
I think this is an unarmed strike, Tommy. You didn't say you were stabbing me. You said you were grabbing me.
I have a dagger if it'll make it higher.
That's not an accident, Tommy.
Just give him do an unarmed attack. Okay.
Okay, straight roll it is. Am I considered proficient with my own hands?
No,
No.
you don't have unarmed attack.
Okay,
Straight.
17.
Does
That
hit?
does meet my AC, but I am moving at high velocity. That provide the benefits of any form of cover.
No, it
much-
doesn't.
How much of
Unfortunately.
your AC is your armor? That doesn't come into play.
Well, it is only my armor. It's heavy armor.
Tommy, take 11 points of damage as your shoulders wrench from its socket. Connor, you fall flat on your face with him holding on to your ankle. What's the remaining movement speed that you have?
20 feet still.
Okay. You
We
are.
fall off the roof.
No, I was on the ground, level with the orc, right?
No, now you are. Now you
Okay.
What
I
happened to me, who was on his shoulder this whole time?
are. Oh, okay. Okay.
We can ignore you, Phillip. You're
Or
fine.
did I just yank him down and I just continually go flying?
Yeah, you land right next to the orc about
No change in
25 feet away.
trajectory.
Philip, you soar through the air like the silly imaginings of reptiles flying that you sometimes dream about.
The pterodactyl.
Truly, ravings, a madman's ravings. Uh, and fall flat on your face next to the orc, about 20 feet away, 25 feet away from where Connor is. How do you react?
This grass has no flavor whatsoever. And continue said mad ramblings.
Okay. Connor, you're 20 feet away. You're 25 feet away from the orc. What do you do?
I sprint towards the orc.
Okay. And you said you only had 20 feet of movement left.
Oh yeah, I can. But I can. In the last 5 feet, in the last 10 feet of movement, I can jump. Do the leap.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
yeah.
Someone gets it.
I can reach the orc.
Okay. Make a grapple check, please.
That's going to be a 21.
That was a natural one. So yeah, you tackle the orc to the ground. What do you do precisely to the orc?
I tie him up.
Oh boy, he is going to be struggling, so he's going to try to break the grapple.
Okay, that gives him that as I'm tying him up, that would give him an opportunity to roll again.
An 11 against your
16.
Okay. He is unable to break the grapple.
I
Now-
take his hat.
Oh, the hat was nice.
Yeah, it is nice, and I put it on my friend. I put it on my head.
Do you have
No.
something to do that with that, Philip?
Hmm?
Do you have some way of just canceling gravity around you?
No, it's a hashtag movement.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank goodness.
Yeah, no, gravity's kind of mean. Let's just turn it off.
I don't think I have a thing to cancel.
Come on, government. Where's the gravity switch?
The most I can do is give myself a flying speed, I think.
You mean a controlled falling speed?
It's falling with
Like-
style.
I can also do that.
The orc looks around and asks Tommy in this snobbery voice that of his, what's going on? Why on earth he was being? Everything just happened. Where are his friends?
So, and I'm going to respond in Orcish while I cradle my arm. Well, there's a slight problem. You don't want to cooperate, and in order to cooperate, if you want to live, then you would need to cooperate, but you don't want to do that. But Faith is a good friend, so I'm trying to keep you alive anyway, despite the immense pain it's causing me.
He responds, "You are a good friend indeed. Thank you, and thank Nikki for me." And he turns to Nikki and he says, "Thank you."
All right, I'm just gonna put the orc over my shoulder again. Or no, I'm not letting him get that close. I'm just gonna pick him up by the rope, like 10 feet away from me.
I guess at this point I'm gonna land.
Okay.
All right. Let's just
Put him down,
Can
please.
we talk? I'm not letting him run again, but I'm not gonna hurt him.
Can we talk when he's outside the bubble, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Like I was trying to get him out of the bubble. I was trying to get all three of them out of
He
the bubble.
was trying to get out of the bubble.
Okay,
Well,
yes.
to be fair,
but-
Faith, we don't know that for sure. He could have run anywhere in the city.
I pointed him in that direction.
I think he was
Oh,
just running from us, not necessarily to the bubble.
Yeah. Point of order. He did change direction when Nikki pointed. So,
All right, that's important.
so what was the roll you made, Connor, on tying up the rope?
I didn't make a check on tying up the rope. I made a check on maintaining my my grapple on him while I tied him up.
Okay. Well, that was a 16, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
No,
16 to
just a
maintain my
moment.
grapple while I tied him
Wait,
up. I didn't know there was. Sorry?
Sorry. Being weird. I'm going to reload. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. I didn't know there was a check necessary to tie people up.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta check to make sure they tied them up well. Why don't
Yeah,
you make
yeah,
a
that use rope skill.
use rope skill? Obviously.
All right, that's a skill apparently.
Do you have proficiency in it?
I
It's a-
don't know how I could or couldn't. It's
Okay,
just-
roll a sleight of hand check to see if you can.
Right.
What
I did spend some time back in the scouts, so I know my knots.
Just checking everything. Can you get... Okay. Yeah,
10.
that works. Woo.
10. Okay, he's gonna roll to try to get out of that.
Well, he is still within my grip, so if he does try to run, I'll grab him again.
Okay. He is able to break or to undo the ropes on him, and he falls because you had kept him held up like that. So he falls to the ground and gets up and tries to run again.
He's alright. I grab him again.
Okay, that's another grapple check.
Can I try to intercept?
Uh,
Alright, that's going to be a 14.
Nikki, how would you be intercepting this?
Just winging the way.
Wing in the way? Okay, I'm gonna count that as half cover or 3/4 cover and give it a +3 bonus to this, I guess.
It's a skill check, not a saving throw, though.
I don't know what this is. I don't know. I'm. This isn't great, guys. Okay, let's see.
You could.
But Nikki can take the help action to grant him advantage on an ability check.
Okay, that's probably better.
Okay, yeah, then that's what I'll be. That's the flavor that it will take.
This is a.
Because the wing like blocks the line of sight, possibly bats your arm out of the way a little bit.
Between my arm and your wing, I think my arm is stronger.
Hey, but if I can divert the course by just a little bit.
That's 12. What was yours?
That was a 14 for me.
Okay, so you are able to grab him. Nikki, your wing is brushed aside. Dang it.
All right, I'm just going to take a tight hold of him. You know what? I'm just going to set him on the ground and sit on him.
You cruel, cruel creature.
And I'm going to turn to Nikki. Why do you keep helping him?
Because. Who is Kringle?
I did not mean to crinkle. I apologize. I was trying to
I'm just going to turn.
the trash can.
I'm going to turn to Faith. Just why do you keep helping him?
Because he's terrified, and I've already failed the others.
Yes.
And then I'm going to give me that, and I grab the hat.
All right, I'll let you take the hat. Okay, yeah. Were you listening to the conversation at all before? He's obviously not an ally.
Look, my job is to help people, and the people
Okay.
that need help the most are the people who don't realize that they need it.
Okay, think of the long term though. How many people would be hurt by helping this man?
None if I can hang around.
Can you guarantee that?
Why don't we
Yeah.
come to a compromise here? Because if we let him loose in the city, angry citizens will find him and kill him. If we let him outside the bubble, he's going to rejoin the war effort and probably die in the ensuing battle. Why don't we put him in the city dungeon? He'll be safe from the battle there, and afterwards Faith can teach him and help him from that point. But he will be at a point where citizens can't hurt him and he can't harm citizens.
That's fine by me. If you want to do your whole rehabilitation program for someone who blatantly describes his ill will for the people within this city, be my guest.
Nikki, what's your opinion on that? Or not Nikki, Faith, what's your opinion on that?
I think you're right.
I know it's not optimal, but it keeps everyone safe until a better conclusion can be, and we can have a better conclusion.
Okay, for now, I think, yeah, that's probably.
All right. We're all in agreement then?
So I turn to Mork, and I speak again in Orcish. Mork, we've come to a conclusion that I think will work out positively for everyone involved. We've arranged for you to stay at a safe house, where unfortunately you won't be able to leave for your own safety, but you will be able to be there until the end of the battle, and Faith will be able to visit you and help teach you.
Very well, but as long as there is a good library there, or you can get me books at some point.
We can bring you a couple books. Oh, this is an Orcish Connor.
No,
Yeah.
I was about to say, but I know he's speaking, right?
Yes, he is speaking.
I'm gonna elbow in the back and say no talking.
Excuse me, Bavroth, I'm talking to him.
It's rude.
He tried to run. He caused all of this. Your shoulder is dislocated, well, because you tried to stop me, but also because he ran.
I take offense to that. I didn't try and stop you. I grabbed the wrong person.
Who are you trying to grab? And I'm
Obviously,
gonna point to
obviously
Phillip's
him. I'm
character.
trying to grab him and so he doesn't run away.
You're
And
lying right now,
just
Tommy.
let me know when I need to roll deception.
Yeah, you need to roll deception right now. Connor, what's your passive insight?
Passive insight. Well, would I have the opportunity to roll against that?
I mean, you can choose either.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, so that's a 10.
I rolled a 14, Tommy. Yeah, no, I know you were trying to stop me. It was obvious that you reached out to grab me. I can, like, your finger scratched across my ankle.
Who's
CSI.
complaining about a scratch?
I'm not complaining about a scratch. I'm saying just I know it happened. You're the one with dislocated shoulder, and I mean honestly, you're kind of dealing with the pain pretty well. Like you're not crying out at all. Good on you for that.
I'm going to walk over and I'm going to use lay on hands.
Oh, on Tommy?
Yeah.
No, someone's got to reset the shoulder. No magical help with that.
I mean, can it?
I'll come over and do a medicine check to.
Okay.
First roll of the night. How bad did this go?
Well, Tommy's shoulder. The integrity of Tommy's shoulder joint is only at stake.
You're gonna do a practice.
Speaking of shoulders,
Okay, now for the real one.
can you hear the pop?
Yes.
That's not optimal.
Oh, God.
We're level 8, right?
7.
7. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, did you guys get the 2,500 XP from last?
I think I'd put it down. What am I at? Let me check.
What are we supposed to be at?
I currently have myself at 26,750.
23?
I'm at 23,250.
No, I got 23 for the medicine check.
Okay. You are able to pop the arm back in the shoulder with extreme pain, but, you know, it'll work.
Also, Faith is keeping herself between Thamuel and, what was his name? Is it Mork or Gork that's still alive?
Mork is still alive.
Okay, yeah. She's keeping herself between them and refusing to take her eyes off of Thamuel right
You are a
now.
weird-looking lady.
I'm sorry, what?
You look weird.
No, she has the hat of disguise on.
That's why she looks weird.
Oh, how do the wings work with that?
Don't worry about it.
Disguise self is just an illusion, Nikki. So if someone pokes your back, they will feel
No,
your
I
wings.
mean, like, if they're fully extended, does it cover them still?
No, not at all.
No, you have two umbrellas popping out of your back, like looking like you're holding them under your arm.
That's not ideal.
Oh.
Hey, Nikki, you could, because since you control the illusion, you could flavor them as angel wings since you're a paladin.
True.
Just like what if kids try to run up and feel the feathers?
Ooh, leathery feathers.
That's not how that should look.
My God protects me from fire.
Ugh. Alright, at that point, I'm just going to pick up. I'm gonna pick up the orc and then start making my way over to the dungeon. And on my way, I'm gonna turn over to Faith, and I'm just gonna lean in. I know something you probably haven't learned yet, but you can't save everybody. Please figure out where your allegiance lies.
I can try to save everyone. There's no harm in that.
But are you willing to try and then risk others' safety?
I'm willing to risk my own. And if
But you're not risking your own with these decisions. You're risking the safety of everybody here.
not if I'm the one mostly working with them.
But there are still things outside of your control.
And she's just going to kind of she looks like she's angry and she doesn't know what to do about it.
Just
And
You
she
want to
just
you want to come with me to make sure to make sure this guy's safe while we put him in the cell?
well, of
I assume we all
course.
were going.
Oh, let's
Okay.
look in a minute.
That-
But I've
remember,
given him the hat back, so he doesn't look like an orc right now.
well, he does. He has he's an orc with a top hat and a monocle. We've gone through
Okay,
this.
I am going to use another persuasion check. Can I please try to persuade him to like this is not
Yeah.
the best disguise.
Okay.
When I gave you these, I thought you would use them to, blend in, see what I'm doing, maybe try to, follow that example a little bit.
Can I help her by having her translate through me?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So you have aid. Now you have the help action, so you have advantage.
That would be a 17 for the first one, and let's try a 25.
That's not bad. The orc starts brushing his fake beard, and you can tell he's just going through thin air while he's doing it. He whispers to Tommy, "Very well, if I must, but this is who I am. I'm proud of it."
And I
then-
understand. I mean, to have you stay safe in this safe house, you must look like.
Also, if you translate that, I'm going to fire right back with, well, I look basically the same. You can do that. Just make yourself a human.
Tell her thank you for looking out for us and for my safety. And then he puts it back on, and he looks more human. It's not perfect, but it's more.
He looks like a very, very ugly human.
Yes, with like a huge jaw with teeth jutting out.
But it looks like we're just carrying some ugly guy to the prison.
Yes.
Works for me.
On the way there, as Bavroth takes off for the prison, I kind of want to walk alongside and talk to Faith, and just lean over and put my arm around her and give her a hug.
She kind of puts a wing around you.
Faith, I know Bav can get kind of intense sometimes.
That's not even covering it, but okay.
Yes. In my understanding, he's had a much harder time growing up than many of us, and I think deep down he means the same as you, but he has a much more jaded view of the world.
Well, like I said, the people who need the most help don't realize that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Just wish the
Unfortunately,
people
some
I'm trying
people-
to help wouldn't kill each other,
A common dilemma. Well, anytime you need to talk, I'm here.
Thank you.
Do I see the sight of any apple trees as we're walking through the city?
It's not shaded, it's realistic, and why does everybody apologize on my behalf?
Roll perception.
We go from heartwarming conversation to I would like to find apples.
Hey, I have been, this variation of me has been in this world for 10 minutes. I am trying to learn its wonders and creations.
Oh.
Perception?
Perception.
Oh, also, Den. After I put the guy in
30-20.
prison... Oh,
Oh, dirty 20. You
Yeah.
spy in the as you go past one alley, a grove of apple trees.
I am going to go pick an apple and then rejoin and eat the apple, preferably, though not on purpose, incredibly loudly and obnoxiously.
Okay. Roll a d12 for me, will you please?
Okay.
Philip, can I ask a minor question that maybe doesn't pertain to the actual core of the story at all?
Go ahead.
Are you eating the apple correctly? Like, you eating it around the core, or are you eating it like core and all, top to bottom?
yeah, are you...
Eating it from the side and going to attempt to eat the core.
Oh, no, I
It's like eating
kinda
a Kit
hoped
Kat
you
and
were
just
gonna
biting
say
through the
top
whole
to
thing.
bottom, Phillip.
That would have been funny, but
No, I
Well,
get yeah.
Why would you eat the stem? That's dumb.
Thamuel is one of those people who just, those king-size Kit Kats and just bites all across the bars.
The
11?
spirit number 7 likes apple stems.
I've only got
Hot
4
dog.
right now.
Yeah, number 7. No, he calls himself number 7. He's the third one.
Philip, did you say you got an 11?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you get through a quarter of the apple when you pull it back and notice a worm poking out from the core, looking, trying to get away from you.
Can I grab it and pull it out?
You can, yes. It's very slippery and slimy.
I flick it
baby
away
Okay.
and continue to eat.
What color is the worm, Dan?
Pink.
Okay, so it's not a purple worm.
Unfortunately, no.
It's a baby purple worm.
Also, this entire time, Faith is just glaring.
At who?
Thamuel.
Okay.
Because he's just going about his business like he didn't. And just participate in this.
Well, he didn't, technically.
He didn't, but she doesn't know that.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that crux soon enough. But anyways, Dan, after I drop him off to the prison cell, I would like to swing by and collect the two hats that the other orcs had.
Interesting point. They're not there anymore.
I'm gonna
Tommy,
quit. Oh,
Have you gone with them to get the hats back?
Who is this? You're
I
asking?
probably would
You,
have because Faith wanted to return them if
Okay.
possibly
yeah,
her
they were
own.
technically rented property. So would Faith have picked them up after we left the building?
She didn't say? Nikki?
Yeah.
She wouldn't have wanted to leave Mork with everybody, but after he was dropped off.
Well, I'm going straight there right after he's dropped off.
Okay, yeah, then I will be
Yeah, I'd go
with.
too.
Okay. Tommy, you notice just some marks on the walls. I'd like. Actually, no, sorry. Can you roll a perception, or what's your passive perception?
11.
Okay, yeah. You notice some marks on the walls, just with chalk. And in Thieves' Cant, it
Oh.
means there was good loot here, and that's pretty much it. A very simple message.
Where are the
Does it
hats?
seem...
It's-
Can I roll insight on that, and based on that insight, gauge an understanding of whether it was the real Thieves Guild
Oh, it's
or
the book club.
the book club?
Yeah,
I'm
what dialect of Thieves' Cant is this?
Go ahead and roll insight on the chalk.
Based on my
the wall.
understanding of both guilds and how they run things.
Okay.
17.
17. So based on the type of chalk, it's very, very dry, like very low quality chalk.
I was gonna say, isn't chalk supposed to be dry?
Yeah, well, it's low quality, as in it's gonna wash off immediately.
Crumbly and
And with the placement right on the wall, I mean, for crying out loud, you should have it under a table or on the roof somewhere. But no, you have to put it on the wall. You can tell this was from the book club.
Do you tell us, Tommy?
the book club's been here.
The what?
I'm just gonna shake my head. Would
The
I
Thieves
be
Guild
able
is
to?
not a real thieves guild. They just try and pickpocket anyone who walks near their base, basically.
Is there a loose?
Oh my god, I'm
2x4 I
pretty
can
sure this
pry
is the
off
first time
building?
Faith has heard of it.
Oh no, Nikki, you're gonna be taken for a ride.
Wait, what do you mean everything we've done is illegal?
Is there a loose 2x4 I can pry off the building?
There are some, but they're mostly burned. So you can pry one up.
Just any sturdy chunk of building I can take.
Investigation roll, investigation.
Okay.
While Connor's looking for a 2x4, I'm gonna
6.
point Faith over to the chalk on the wall and explain how the Daniel went to market scribbled in chalk actually means that someone came and picked up loot here.
Huh. So they
Nikki-
took the hats?
Roll insight to see if you can understand what he's saying. Connor, you are able to find one piece of 2x4
Here we go again with that.
burned down, but it
Oh,
seems to be sturdy
That's the
enough.
highest insight check I've
Alright.
gotten regarding Derrick so far.
You have a -4 to insight?
Yes!
Nikki, you kind of can get it, but you wouldn't know why people would write that down or why they would steal from anybody. I mean, what are these people?
You could just ask for things.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna shake my head. Can somebody help me find a sturdy piece of wood? Like, I'm gonna turn to Derrick. So you know how they rob everybody blind when they go in there, right? I don't know how they do it. So I'm gonna go in alone. I think. Literally, I'm just gonna go in with the normal set of clothing that I don't mind losing if they rob me, with a chunk of building here, and I'm
Are
gonna
there
get.
tables in here?
Is that bad?
Are there tables in here?
There was a table, but it's since been burned very terribly.
By
Okay.
someone.
Is there anyone else in here other than us?
Not that you can see. Actually, roll investigation or
I
perception.
mean, the bodies are still here, I think.
Investigation.
Yeah,
Well,
the body's still here.
One of
Do
them
they
is
take
just
those
ash.
too?
True.
Really? No. I'll do perception. That one's gonna be a 23.
So there is a ball of ash and a body, and you can see in the ash someone's footprints, but it doesn't look like they're here anymore.
That's not important. I'm going to take out my dagger and start carving pictures of apple trees on the walls.
Fascinating.
I'm going to stop him because this is not this is not any of our properties.
Can anybody help me find this? It's a half burnt building, Nikki.
Still.
It's
For some
salvage and
reason,
rubble.
it's been on fire.
Can somebody help me find a sturdy piece of building I
I
can
will
use as
help
an
you
improvised
find a
weapon?
sturdy piece of wood, Connor.
Go ahead and roll investigation, Tommy, with advantage because you're helping Connor.
$13.
Okay. You are able to find a 2x4 that looks more sturdy, but again, it's been one side of it has been burnt, so it's not as long as it should be.
I'm gonna hold it to Connor. Do you mind if it breaks when you use it?
I can just use one of them when this weapon breaks. Not one of their weapons, one of them specifically.
Oh no, I get you.
Okay. And I would like to essentially pack up my backpack, doff my armor, and put it inside that with my weapon, and hand that to Faith.
Faith, you have just been gifted a suit of armor.
I trust you with this stuff? Trust
What, you
either
don't
of
trust
them.
me?
No, I don't. Not with my valuables.
I turn around and I very pointedly hand it off to Derrick.
I'm gonna say, Derrick, you've been robbed before. I don't trust you specifically. I just don't think it is. You can't fly away from people. Is my point.
Yeah, fair enough.
Still, though, I did turn around and give it to Derrick.
Why?
You just killed one of my friends. I'm not gonna.
Okay, I guess
I'm
you're
still mad.
All right, you're still angry at me. Okay, whatever.
Faith angry.
Derrick, just please don't lose this.
At least you know if it goes missing with me, it went missing on purpose.
No, that doesn't make me
No
feel
offense to Faith. No offense to Faith, but sometimes you lose things accidentally.
Why would that be offensive to me?
Just in case.
All right.
But
No,
I don't
no
misplace important things.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shake my head, and I know where the book club is, right? We've been there. I've been there before.
Yeah, you've been there once, I think.
All right, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
So you're just wearing like clothes and a stick, right, Connor?
Yeah, I'm wearing normal clothing, and I have a half-burnt 2x4.
What did I miss?
And
Sorry.
if I may, Dan, I would like to put my ear to the door, and when I say knock knock, I'm actually saying the words knock knock while I'm knocking.
Okay. Passive perception, please.
Oh no,
You
I was about to say I'm putting my ear up to the door, and the moment I hear somebody, I'm knocking the door down.
No, passive perception, please.
Okay.
Phillip missed Bavroth roving.
My passive perception's 15.
15. Okay.
Wait,
The other
actually,
thing is how vigorously was Faith trying to prevent me from carving apple trees?
Very.
So okay. So just for those who see it, I'm imagining the scene of him just running to the other side and keep moving around trying to finish this.
I swear, you are worse than a child. I have a son at this point. You are worse.
Hey, Philip, what's your character's name?
It was Thamuel. What is
Hey,
it now?
Thamuel, what do you have there? A knight.
Does not respond at all. He does not respond at all. Just keeps going.
All right.
Oh,
I'm going to use
name.
command, and I'm going to just yell stop at him.
That is a 15, Dan, for my passive perception.
Sorry, I just wanted to know for future reference.
No, understood. I thought you were asking passive perception when I was actively making it a point to listen in.
Nikki,
No.
wisdom save, right?
Yes.
What your DC is? It a higher than a 16?
It
Wait,
is
sorry,
16.
I rolled a 17.
Oh!
Do you want me to roll perception, Dan?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I still have a couple shots of it.
11.
11? You don't hear anybody on the other. Actually, no. So what you hear seems to be a very busy book club. Lots of talking, lots of discussion. You can't tell what they're actually saying, but it seems to be very busy in there.
Hello? Anybody there?
Someone comes up
I
and
want to join the book club.
someone comes up and opens the door. Welcome. We've been very busy since we saved so many people.
Do I recognize him?
He recognizes you, and he says, what can I do for you?"
Oh, I just wanted to join the book club. You don't mind, right?
"Oh no, of course not. Of course not. Would you like to go downstairs to the other books, or do you want to?"
No.
stay
I want to
here?"
join this book club.
Okay, well, come on in.
Also, I didn't have a book, so I brought this instead. I hope you don't mind.
We're gonna have to ask you to leave that back outside.
This is my friend, though. He wants to join the book club too.
It's my emotional
Serious
support
establishment.
stick.
This is 2x4.
All right, let's see. Where is...
Two are weird.
You notice someone coming up behind you and trying to take the 2x4 out of your hand without you noticing. But
There's no way they can get it out of my hands without noticing.
that's what they were trying to do, and they failed.
What?
That,
You know what? I'm gonna have fun with this. I am going to
The
half
stick.
close my eyes and turn behind him and start essentially speaking as if I trying to make it out like I'm possessed. The stick corrupts my mind with powers of bonk.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. The stick, it corrupts my mind with thoughts of bonk.
Bonk. And I'm gonna bonk him over the head.
I'm going to have to roll insight on that real quick.
They can look through it, but I'm bonking him either way.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. His insight isn't high, so
Do you want me to roll performance?
Please roll performance.
And I gotta say, he has a very dry act, guys. He's not good at acting. That's a 6.
Okay. He got a 5. Flat 5.
Oh. It is the stick.
It's obviously the stick.
But I'm gonna just bonk him.
Precisely
So
what
is
he's
this an
doing.
improvised great club?
Yeah, it's an improvised great club. Go
That's
ahead and
1d10 for damage, yeah.
go ahead and roll damage then.
Let's say,
What?
that's a 10.
Nikki.
I don't know. I'm high. Don't judge me.
I'm gonna judge you. That does not hit. You swing the stick.
I get to attack twice with an
He
attack
dies.
action, though.
Go ahead and attack the second time then.
Double bonk.
There we go. That is a modified 21.
Okay.
Hit him with the rat bag.
Upside the head. Roll damage.
Alright.
I'm going to hit myself with this at some point.
10 damage. Wait, no, 14. Sorry. Strength modifier.
14. You knock him to the wall.
I should specify, I'm dealing non-lethal damage with all of this.
Yeah, no. You knock him 5 feet away into a wall. He slumps over into a chair, and the guy you were speaking with says, "You can keeps his stick. Okay, we don't care. Okay,
Thank you.
what can we do for you?
Well, as I said, I wanted to join the book club.
Well, welcome. It's the book club. Do you bring any books with you?
No. But I was looking for hats as well. Do you have any?
We just so happen to have gotten some hats into our possession. Why don't you come downstairs and we'll
No, you can bring them upstairs.
Oh,
I don't
very
intend
well.
to stay for long.
Very well. He goes off and walks away. After a few minutes, he comes back with one of the hats and says, "The other seems to have been bought already, but for a discount price, you can have this one."
I. How about the name of the buyer, and I'll take that off your hands.
Roll persuasion.
Intimidation. I
Roll
am
intimidation.
I'm readying Mr. 2x4 as I say this.
Roll intimidation.
That's going to be a 21.
As malicious and intimidating as you are, he knows if he gives the guy's name up, he will never get any business again. So he's just gonna give you the hat and ask you to never come back.
Oh, that's not going to cut it, my friend. And if I'm not persuasive enough, maybe my friends are. And I'm going to grapple him.
Okay, roll the grapple.
I don't see anything wrong going with this plan whatsoever.
You
16.
could always just have him give you the money that he got for the hat.
No.
What was the roll?
16.
That was a 21. He deftly moves out of your grapple and motions another person off to the side, who then runs out of the building.
You give chase? Chase!
Hold on. This doesn't need to be violent.
I'm going to bonk him over the head and chase the other one.
Go ahead and roll an attack then.
That's probably high enough. 23?
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
Okay. You deal 5 damage to this one. He reacts, "Sir, please put the club down. We were trying to be nice to you. Yeah,
You robbed us.
robbed you?
Yes, you robbed our home.
Your home? No one was living there.
Just because we were out doesn't mean we don't...
The walls
Currently
were
paid.
down. Do you have a bill of sale for that house? Do you have the title? Do you have
You're looting. You're looting a city that's been destroyed.
I
All right.
never.
Let's just make it perfectly clear. Look, we're not. Look, I know you don't play by the rules, and the 5 people, the current council members, I put them there. All right, you're not gonna win this fight. Just who's the name of your buyer, and who was that man who just ran?
Oh, he was actually going to go get guards. That's probably a bad
Okay,
idea
where's the
now.
name of your buyer then?
So here's the thing. It's probably a fake name, but we did sell it to a guy named Jeffrey.
You know what?
That name is familiar.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you're lying or not, and I need to make sure. So you're still gonna come with me. Do you want to be bonked again, or are you going to come willingly?
I'm sorry, what?
I can't lying or not. I'm not good at this thing. I have a friend who is.
I'm not coming with you.
You also have
Well,
a friend
no,
who can cast Zone of Truth.
It's your choice to come willingly or not.
No.
Okay, and I grapple him again.
Okay.
There we go. That's a good roll. 24.
Oh, man. Wow. 25.
What?
He has I rolled 18 and he has a +7.
All right. Well, I do get whenever I take the attack action, I do get to take 2 attacks, and the way grappling works in combat is you replace a single attack, so I can attempt twice in a 6-second period.
Go ahead and then try it again.
Guys like Lawrence can't catch them.
All right, that's going to be a 22.
23.
Okay, Dan, you rolled 1 above my roll twice in a row.
Twice. That was hilarious, actually. Yeah, it was an 18 and a 16.
That's like a 1 in 400 chance, I think.
I don't know. I don't know
Stop
about
squirming!
that. Sir, we can't help you. Please leave.
All right, I'm just gonna. You know what? I can't. I need to knock him unconscious.
Oh man. Okay, go ahead and attack.
All right, that's going to be a 12.
That does not hit. You start swinging your club wildly after trying to grab this guy twice.
I do. It's going to be a 14.
That doesn't hit either.
Wow, I'm rolling bad.
Apparently.
Do you just want me to keep rolling?
Yeah, well, he's gonna try to run away.
Well, he can't. That's. If I hit him with an opportunity attack, he stops. He cannot leave.
Okay, well, you hit him on this one. So
Yeah, I
go ahead
do.
and roll damage.
Oh, jeez. All right, 6.
Okay. He is he's in a lot of pain. Having thrown his hat to you already, he is very upset of why you won't leave. And the patrons that are there are also very, very annoyed that you are attacking one of the...
Annoyed? They should be scared.
among other things, they're annoyed. This was a very calm book club.
All right, nothing to see here, folks. He robbed me. I'm dealing with it.
I did not. This is a legitimate establishment.
Yeah, no, you're a mock thieves guild, and you're bad at it. How do you think I found you?
I'll have you know, we saved quite a few people with our mock thieves guild.
Thieves guilds don't save people. You're just an organization then.
Well, I guess I'm not a thieves guild then. Please leave.
No, you're coming with me.
At this point, the guard arrives with the other thief. He is in shock about this. What?
Do I recognize this guard?
No, he's just one of the guardsmen.
I was gonna say, is it Simon?
Oh, thank you. Finally, sir. I had a bit of an altercation with this individual. He robbed me and my friends and refuses to divulge where the rest of the stuff he took from us is. I was merely trying to coerce him to telling me where it is.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
But that's what happened.
You're beating a man in his own establishment.
Yes, I was attempting to coerce the information out of him.
You're beating a man in his own establishment. Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Plus, the guards are more liable to believe first story.
I mean, that's a 13. That's honestly with a -2 in disadvantage. I'm surprised I got that high.
He looks at you and the bloody individual right there. This was a DC 20 check. He's arresting you.
Can
Well, the guards probably know about the fake thieves guild, right?
Well, they know a lot of people are saved with caverns beneath this fine, upstanding establishment. Sure.
Yeah.
He's going to pull out some medieval cuffs and chain you up.
He's going to try.
So I have no... He can try to chain me up, Dan, you mean?
Are you gonna fight the guard on this?
I'm going to tell him, look, I didn't want to pull this card, but you're picking the wrong fight, all of you. I established the council. I'm the one who put all of them in power.
And the guard says, well, they're in power now. What does it matter who did that?
Because, to a certain extent... Do you understand much about government, sir?
No one's above the law. Now get in these shackles and come to the guard post with me.
No, this man robbed me.
No, you're resisting arrest. He's going to pull out a sword and try to stab you.
I'm going to knock the sword from his hands. And attempt to so he is currently approaching me, entering my reach?
Yes. If you want to go ahead and kill the guard, you can kill the guard.
No, I want to disarm him and take his weapon.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead
at
and
this
roll.
point, I want to turn to Nikki and Thamuel. Man, Bob's been gone for a while, hasn't he? Big hairy guy.
Ser-
I think one of us should go
you
check on
don't.
him.
He was here like what, half an hour ago?
All right. Well,
Seriously, do you
that was
forget
the
people
oppor-
that fast?
that was
Where's
the
your sense of
opportunity.
object permanence?
So, Dan,
That's
can
a
I
14,
leave
Dan.
Connor's things with Faith and Thamuel and just go to poke a head in on Connor?
If you'd like.
Oh, wonderful! You're leaving well, I was about to say the two that hate each other, but no, the one that hates the other. This should go.
So just let me know at one point I show up.
Okay, Connor, what precisely did you do?
I'm attempting a disarming strike to knock the sword from the guard's hands.
Okay, what was the roll?
It was a 14.
That does not hit.
All right.
He has an AC of 16, so I'm just rolling.
That was my opportunity attack when he
Okay.
walked into my reach.
Okay, he's going to continue to walk into your reach.
And then I'm going to use my attack action.
Sir, please stop swinging your sword at me. We just get in, just go, just come to the
That's
cell.
a 17,
That hits.
and I'm going to pick up his sword.
Okay, now you have attacked and stolen the weapon of an officer of the law of the council you established. So,
Dude, right now we're... Okay, you want to talk about law, you want to talk about this? Right now the city's in turmoil, we're at war. Just earlier that day I was fighting off demons that were trying to take this city. And right now, me and my group were the individuals or the reason why everybody here is still alive. And then this man robs me. I take offense at that.
that doesn't give you the right to beat a man in his own establishment.
I didn't want to beat him, but he refused to come with me.
A bunch of the people start chiming in saying he started threatening people, beat his assistant to a bloody pulp. He's right there. He's probably dying.
He's fine.
I'd also like to specify I left my money purse with Faith.
Okay, good to know. Okay. Right about now, Tommy, you get there.
Turn to the guard. Okay, you stop talking, and then I'm gonna turn to him. You. What's the name of the individual you sold my stuff to?
So I walk in, seeing the disarmed guard, and I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Bob, what happened?
These guys tried to call the guards on me.
And I turn to the guard. Did he tell you that that these guys stole from us?
Doesn't matter to me yet. I just want him to stop beating the man to death in his own place.
What do you mean beating him to death? I never once intended to kill this man.
You turned him. He rolled a natural 20 on performance to show. Oh, woe is me! I'm so in pain.
I'm gonna sucker punch him in the gut.
Okay, that's assault in front of a guard. Go ahead and roll an attack with advantage because he's on the ground, prone.
All right, that's going to be a modified 23.
Okay, yeah, you beat the you roll damage.
It was an unarmed strike, so it's just a D4 plus my strength. 8.
Okay, you deal 8 damage to a man on the ground, groaning in pain from his multiple bleeding wounds.
He probably has a concussion.
You think?
I heard the C, and I thought you said he had it coming for a moment. I was like,
No. I said he probably has a concussion.
ow! I just jabbed my swollen cheek.
So I walk over to the guard and I say, I'm sorry, it looks like my friend took things a little out of hand. Long story short, these guys stole from us. Specifically, they stole from our friend Faith, who her father is on the council.
Oh God!
We're the guys who stopped the witches from destroying the entire city and killing everyone here. They stole from us and made it a lot harder for us to defend the city from the whole army outside.
Yeah, I wouldn't call.
And
I wouldn't go.
admit that my friend took things out of hand.
Look, Derrick,
And
you know I'm not good at
Have
words.
done that.
You know I'm not good at talking. Okay, this guy escalated the situation.
And I pull the guard aside and whisper to him, he grew up in a gladiator pit. Talking is...
How many apple trees do you guys think I'll be able to finish?
Well, you're probably at 27. Well, how much detail are you putting into the apples?
Also, not to mention, I am chasing him down the whole time.
So probably not much.
I'm just trying to get like enough so that someone looking at it could recognize it as an apple tree. I want to see this play out before I do that. That's good.
Well, then,
finish, though.
Phillip, start drawing apple trees. You probably would have about 10 seconds to draw one, so just get busy.
Before Faith catches up.
Not by MS Paint.
Also, I love how it wasn't Faith who used the "my dad is on the council" card.
Yeah.
Would Faith ever use that card, though?
Probably not. Not at least without a lot of pressure.
I'm gonna say I wouldn't call us heroes, but we did save the city, and that counts for something. So, to a certain extent, during wartime, we are a little bit above the law.
Wait, we're in war?
Yes.
I was talking in character, my fam.
Ah,
Just to no one in particular.
literally in the middle of Faith chasing him down. Wait, we're in war?
We're at war?
Apples?
When did this happen? Nah.
Also, that little bit before, like the actual, like legitimate heavy conversation, Faith and me and then Derrick. That was kind of good. What do you think, Phillip?
I'm sorry, what?
450.
I know you like the role play.
Connor,
I love it.
Yes.
you are being cited 450 gold and have a restraining order against this fine establishment.
Just
Is
talk
he,
to me
like,
later.
writing
Technically,
the
they
ticket?
have to file the restraining order. You can't file a restraining order for them.
Am I getting a ticket?
Yes.
Give it a ticket.
I would like to eat the ticket.
Okay, 500. He's right.
Oh, please. I negotiated him down from jail time.
Okay, and I have a question for you. Can he enforce this?
Here. Okay. I'm gonna pull the guard aside again.
Here, let me go get my extra spine and let's see if he can enforce this.
Okay, Bav, chill. Like, take 5 and breathe. do your breathing exercises.
Sorry, look, I don't like the city. I'm sorry, I'm on edge. And this guy is lying to the cops.
I pull the guard aside. How about community service fighting off the army outside?
I was already gonna do that.
To, like, let's say the amount that guards are paid, like, in an amount requisite with the $450 fine, he can pay that off in community service, fighting off the impending doom surrounding the city. Is that fair?
He just admitted he was already going to do that. He can do whatever he wants, and we're still charging him 500 gold for this.
Good luck getting that out of me.
You shut your mouth.
Hey.
I'm going straight to the council with this one.
In this world, what is the what's essentially the equal of flipping someone off?
Oh no. I'd say doing a handstand.
Oh, that seems a little
I bite my thumb at you, sir!
physically challenging.
So you
Like,
want to know what has me cracking up at this? I'm going to go to the
people
council.
have to have a strong core.
If he hears this, is probably going to be like, pardon him, it's going to be less trouble for us this way.
Oh, he's going to have an aneurysm if he gets that answer.
But yeah, you know the whole like thing that happened during like I think it's like Shakespeare times where they do this to someone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
I bite my thumb at me.
Public indecency goes in on your another list of your crimes.
Okay, Bob, do me a favor, take a 180, breathe a little bit, let me handle this.
Do you? All right.
Please.
I'm just gonna. Can you come here for a moment?
He cautiously walks up
No,
to
I'm
you.
talking to Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Can you come here for a moment, not you?
I'm gonna turn to the guard. I'll deal with you soon enough.
I'm gonna need my sword back. You do
That's a
know
threat, also.
Okay, I'm gonna step over to Bob. You're not good with words. I am. Please let me handle it before it gets worse.
I was gonna step away. Just this guy. I have one of the hats. This guy sold the other. Make sure to get the name, and if you can, get the money that he got for it. These guys don't deserve it. Can you do that, or do you want me to go in and get it?
I'll do what I can.
All right. Well, you know what? We know where they live.
Go take 5. Okay.
All right.
Go
And
get
I'm just gonna like do this with the guard and walk. Just leave the area. I'm not gonna like sit on a bench. I'm just walking away.
Do you leave the sword, or do you
No.
keep the sword? That's the government property.
Bob, the sword.
I
You don't even use those. It's too short for you.
no, I know. I could tie it to a stick though.
Give
not
the
how that
man
works.
his sword back.
Is there what looks to be like a decrepit or half collapsed building? Any nearby?
Nearby, like a block away, there seems to be one.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk up to the side of the. Is there like a stone wall or something on the book, like the house that the book people were in?
No, it's a few houses down from that.
No, I'm talking about the book club, the area that I was actually raiding.
The first level has stone, and then it's wood after that.
I would like to knock on the wall to indicate that something's happening on the other side. Find a particularly sturdy-looking part of the wall and embed the sword in the mortar.
I'm gonna need you to make a strength check against that, or no, an attack roll.
No,
Let me bring up.
Attack. Okay. Well, I was looking to embed the weapon in it.
Yeah, that's what
Like a deep enough so the guard can't get it out.
Ultimate pettiness.
This whole
Yes.
time, Bob, no.
Okay, I'm going to make it have an AC of 20. If you roll below that, you're going to damage the sword, okay? Instead of embedding it. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, that's going to be a 23.
Okay, you slam it in between two of the rocks where the mortar had crumbled a little, and it sticks in there halfway through. The hilt is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Alright, see you, sir. Thank you for your service. And I'm gonna just walk away.
He writes out
Give me a
destruction
ticket.
of government property. It's 750 gold pieces.
Well, the sword isn't damaged.
It doesn't matter.
You're
He's not-
gone already, Connor. Don't make it worse. I'll give it to him. Just give me the ticket.
He heads off to you.
Listen, I apologize. Like I said, talking is not his strong suit. Things just tend to get worse around him. It's terribly frustrating. I
I'm gonna
know.
be fired for letting him go. You do know that, right?
No, he's got the ticket. He's got the ticket. He's gonna have to pay for it. You, as an arbiter of the peace, there were two conflicting parties, and you found a solution where no one died. And I give him a pat on his back, and I shake his hand. You have done a good job. Nobody died here. Trust me.
He needs to be in jail.
To be fair, he's doing quite a lot to defend the city. I don't think we want him in jail right now, but I agree with you.
Okay.
Oh, I would just bend the bars off.
We don't want him in jail, and I don't think anyone wants him in jail right now.
They are not tempered steel. They will not stay in shape.
And I'm going to turn to the book club guys.
You mean the guy on the ground bleeding?
Okay, get up. You're not hurt that bad. He just punched you and knocked you around.
Hang on. What's his performance? Hang on.
I think
No,
Tommy
I
will
don't-
see through it.
He rolled way lower this time. Oh no, it's just a plus 0. So he has a 13 on performance, whatever your passive insight or whatever that is.
Am I rolling insight on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer to have passive insight, but
I only know about passive perception. It's never really been a thing.
You have 3 things: passive investigation, passive perception, and passive insight. Passive perception is the most commonly cited, which is why it's the
Yes.
that makes it on the character sheet.
It's just 10 plus your modifier for them, right?
Yep.
I like passive stealth.
You want
too,
me to
but-
use my passive insight?
No, it doesn't
Is that
matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, in that case, it's going to be 16.
Okay, yeah, you see right through it. He is just rolling on the ground. Oh, woe is me! But he winks at you. He's like, "I'll see you in court."
And I'm going to tell him, okay, thank you for returning one of the two magical items you stole from us that are worth. Dan, how much are hats of illusion worth?
I believe they're about 500 each, but I'm not sure. Nikki, how much did I charge you for the
Uh,
first item you were given?
Well, it's a lower tier item, and uncommon magic items range between 100 to 500. I mean, it's a better item, and it requires attunement, so it could easily get marked around 250 a piece.
Well, there's also a scarcity of magic items, so it's
Oh,
on-
that is true.
yeah. So it's around 500.
So, thank you for returning one of the two and this is with the guard present.
Okay.
Thank you for returning one of the two magic items you stole from us that are worth 500 gold apiece. Are you keeping track of this? And I look to the guard.
Woe is me! Oh, I've been beaten. Oh, I am so weak.
You're right. I did beat him in that fight.
And well, I turn to the guard. Would you mind making an official record of it that I'm accusing them of this at least?
Fine. Hang on. And he turns to the thief. He says, I hate to do this to you, but I have to start investigating your organization. I really don't want to, but this is how it goes. And he starts writing down all these outlandish claims you're making.
Thank you for returning the one item that you stole from us. However, the second one that you already sold, give us the 500 gold it's worth, and we'll drop all charges.
The guy, the thief, is still playing up his in pain speech.
He's not fooling anybody.
Yeah. So that one was below the guard's passive or the insight, and he said, and the guard also says, yeah, he is hamming it up a little. Tell you what, I'll start an investigation on them, but it's gonna take a while. So
I understand. I turn back to the book club guy. If you pay us what it's worth right now, we'll drop all charges, and this man doesn't have to go through the whole month-long process of investigating you. You'd like to be saved the paperwork, right?
the thief stands up, difficultly leaning on everything in his path, holding his swollen eye, says, I resent the implication that you are making that I am a thief.
I only hit him in the temple.
You're right.
The eye.
You're not a thief. You're just a common thug.
I resent that as well. Libel and slander. Are you getting this? He's turning to the guard. He says, I refuse to be mocked in such a manner.
Well, this isn't slander. It's just you, me, and a public official. I'm not publicly slandering you at all. And I haven't written a thing down. This isn't libel.
Well, whatever it is, I never want to see you on my property again. Guard,
Tommy,
take him away.
This is when you lean in and threaten him with the information that you know about him.
What information do I know about him?
The guild, the fact that they keep written records, and if investigation has taken place, that'll become public knowledge.
Let me rephrase this. If you pay us now, we won't press charges, and you probably won't ever see my friend again. As you've seen, I don't have full control over him because he's not my responsibility. But I can't control what he's gonna do, but he's probably gonna leave you alone if you pay him for what you stole. And I'm gonna lean in and whisper to him. And the guards might want to see some of those records I slipped last time I was in here.
He turns to he looks to the guard shiftily and then brings you over. We burned those a long time ago, but
Not the ones that I slipped out.
okay. 3/4 of the price.
500.
400.
500.
450.
Hey, Mr. Guard, I think there's something...
Okay, he pulls out a bag of gold, shoves it in your pocket, and pushes you away.
Thank you. Don't worry about that investigation. They paid us for it. Everything's all good. Saves you the paperwork, right?
What about the name, Tommy? We can get paid twice.
Don't push your luck, Connor.
The guard turns to you both and says, I legally do have to press charges on somebody for this.
Well, I'm not pressing charges at all. My friend's gonna take care of the fine. That's all taken care of. You writ a ticket. It's going to be taken care of.
You'll let me know about the fine, Tommy.
And the damaged party, us in this case, has been made whole by the ones who stole from them.
Allegedly, the thief yells out, and then
Well, given the fact that he paid me upon no threatening from my part, like, no, I did not threaten his person at all.
it was a gift. It was a gift. Just put your. But the guard just brushes. Okay, fine, whatever. I have better things to do anyway. Have a good day.
You too. What's your name, by the way? I didn't catch it. I wanted to thank you for all of your... Simeon, thank you so much for your patience and your civic duty in this manner. I expect to see great things of you in the future. I expect to see you ascending the ranks very quickly.
Oh, I don't want any of my coworkers to die. That's pretty much the only way I'd be ascending the rank.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. I mean just being promoted along the chain of command as normal in reward for your stellar efforts that I'm sure will continue in the future. It was meant as a compliment, nothing more.
Okay. No. Have a good day.
Good day.
Out of trouble, and I want to see that fine paid up by the end of the week.
The fine will be taken care of.
Thank you.
So I go back to the...
That was fun. Look, Dan, sometimes I enjoy
Okay.
being a tyrant.
Dan, I have a very serious question to distract you from these shenanigans.
Yes, Philip.
How many apple trees was I able to successfully?
I was trying to stop him the whole time. And I feel like after, what would that have been, an hour? After an hour, she's brought out the sword.
I think he's given up. All right, guys, see you next week.
Something like that. So, what was the precise question?
How many apple trees was I able to successfully carve into the walls?
Okay, I want you to roll a d12 and Nikki to roll a d10.
Ooh, you're giving me an edge here.
Well, yeah, because you were able to get at least one in.
Yeah, you got a head start.
I'm going to laugh so hard if my roll ends up being lower than her roll.
Yeah, me too.
A 9.
Okay, you were able to carve 4 in that Nikki is unable to stop you.
You get back and she's just chasing him with her sword out.
Philip, are they like little kid drawing apple trees, or are they like super detailed?
Just detailed enough that you're able to recognize it's an apple tree.
Good.
Very clearly an apple tree and not some variation tree like
Not a
pear.
peach tree.
An apple tree.
What about a grape tree?
That's not a
Those are
tree.
bushes.
Aren't they vines?
They're vines, yeah.
Yeah.
A vineyard. as
We
it
have
were.
some wild ones near our house, actually.
Oh, fun.
So
They don't taste good.
I head back to the house that everyone's at, and I hold out the ticket given to Con. It was 750 gold, right?
750.
Okay, please don't tear this up. We'll take care of it.
I won't tear it up, and I'm gonna
Don't
eat
eat
that
it.
one as
Don't-
well.
don't- I haven't like told it yet. Don't eat it. Please don't just. Do I need to hold on to it for you, or are you going to break it?
Why do we need to hold on to it?
Just try and comply with the law, please.
No.
Bob living that thug life.
I've never enjoyed the laws that you people have.
Connor,
Okay, but-
you're the one who set them up. You could have
No,
had
these are the
any-
laws that were already in place beforehand.
But you could have set up any laws you wanted.
Like Bavroth gets to beat up whoever he wants.
I understand the necessity of laws for the
Subsection
public.
B,
I just don't
heading
like
Y.
them.
I get to beat up anyone I want. Look, we've got 2 friends on the council. We'll get it taken care of, but just in case, hold on to that.
2? We've got 5. Well, no.
two close friends on the council.
No, we one guy bread. That's 3. That's a majority.
Just
Okay.
offer him bread. You'll be fine.
Okay. So, and I turn to Nikki. I assume Bob brought back the first hat.
Oh yeah, and I fish it out of my pack.
Wait, was the apple tree thing still happening after Bob got back?
Yes.
So
Oh god, she's just been chasing him with a sword this whole time. Chasing
this
Thamuel.
hat just, like, disguises you, right? Makes you look different, but not actually change your appearance.
Yes.
So you'd need to lie to make it effective, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hand it to Derrick.
But as you say, you need to lie to make it effective. She looks kind of uncomfortable. I did not think of it that way.
I'm gonna hand it
that's
directly
great.
to Derrick.
I'm gonna stop mid-carving once that's sent. Just look at everyone. And then resume my carving.
Why are you doing that? Just take off after him again.
Also, why are we spending time in this building? This is not structurally secure. It could fall on us any moment.
I'm gonna hand the hat to Nikki and say, you know, you got this. This is yours to do whatever you want with. If you want to give it to me, I'll use it. But it's yours to do what you want with. And I'm gonna hand her the 500 gold. They had already sold one of the hats, but this is what they got for it.
Well, I suppose that's better than nothing.
Now we have to go talk to the council and ask for a couple favors so that Bob doesn't go to prison.
Oh, they can't. No, that.
What did you do? What have you done now?
Someone thinks I harassed them and assaulted 2 individuals and
Connor,
destroyed
do you still
government
have the
property.
stick?
Oh yeah.
How much blood is on it?
Only on it. You can't really see it unless you look closely.
So
Why? Why are you like
a little rough with the guy who robbed from us. And then, if I follow correctly, one of the guys who robbed from us surprisingly went and got the town guard, who believed the guy who stole from us over Bavroth. Surprisingly, the man beating up the other man. But I fixed it. I talked him down from jail time, and he gave Connor a fine instead that we're not going to have to go to the council and call in a favor.
They can't hold
Get
me.
rid of.
I understand it would not be beneficial to escalate this further.
So.
Oh, so you totally didn't.
If the council doesn't take care of it, will you please pay the fine?
No. Look, the way it seems to me, I've got I have 2 options. Pay the fine that man kind of abused his power to give me, or go through the process, or deal with the consequences of escalating the situation. And how it looks to me, the consequences are worth the 750 gold.
I'm with the big hairy man. It maintains the balance of justice between the different parties.
No!
Okay.
Laws are there for a reason!
Let's just hope that the council helps out.
If it's do you think it would be better for me to be or not to be there?
Stay here.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
just... And at this point, Faith is just done. She turns around and she walks out of the building.
Then
Yeah,
I would like to retrieve my equipment.
Girl on my face, and I'm like, yes.
I would like to retrieve my equipment and go find a bakery.
Phillip, you are able to carve 1d4 more sculptures of trees in this time.
Just the weirdest graffiti anyone has ever seen.
Another 2.
Philip's just gonna use all his downtime to come to this specific building and scratch trees in the walls.
I would like to essentially go to Phillip and take a chunk of wood and a small knife and begin carving what looks to be a tiny little apple tree, and then hand the knife and block of wood to him.
I like you.
There's a lot of wood in this building.
So I go with Faith. I'm like, come on, Faith, we gotta hit a bakery on the way there.
Why are we talking about bakeries all of a sudden? This makes no sense!
No, the guy on the council who loves bread.
Oh.
It's a present for him. So Dan, I wanna... is there like one bakery aside from the Thieves Guild bakery that everyone talks about? Unless the Thieves Guild just makes really good bread.
So the Thieves Guild makes some decent bread, but they have a competitor that is not filled with criminals that makes an even better bread.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the best bakery in the city.
You can go there, and the bread costs quite a bit, like a silver a piece. So if you really want to blow silver on this,
Not engaging in
What kinds of
business
bread
has
do they
no head
have?
for the bills.
they have baguettes, they have loaves, they have pretzels, they have some very obscure shapes that they've baked. They have a loaf of bread baked into the shape of a dragon.
Whoa. How much is that one?
That is
Tommy,
insane.
buy him an entire pound of pumpernickel bread.
I don't know, Faith. Do you think that he'd want presentation or taste?
I think quantity
I think
based
he
on
wants-
what you've described.
Yeah, I think he wants volume, Tommy.
How big of a dragon is it?
Oh, it is huge. At least so if you broke it down, it would probably be three, maybe no 9 cubic feet worth of bread.
Are you kid? Excuse me?
This is
Can we
their
even carry the thing out the door?
if you have 2 people and a
Or one Bavroth.
You're not there. Shh.
You could grab me.
Your
How
presence
much
will
is
only
the
make it
dragon
worse.
bread?
oh, so the price of the dragon bread I think is 10 gold.
10 gold?
Yeah.
It's that or 750.
Good sir, how do you sleep at night charging that much for bread?
Very well, and you can see that he has a gold necklace and some rings.
Okay, good rebuttal, but okay, I'll pay the 10 gold if you can deliver it.
11.
Just within the city.
We charge an extra gold for deliveries. Otherwise, we'd be across the city every day.
Dad, 1 gold is the cost of a skilled craftsman's day's worth of wages.
They're still craftsmen, and they're spending their time moving a piece of bread from one place to the next.
For a day's worth of a skilled craftsman?
Hey,
But it's giant. It's in a delicate shape. And
I could move that thing for 3 copper.
Okay,
Yeah, but would it maintain its shape?
yeah.
to be honest, how often do you get this how often do you sell this dragon bread? I don't see people buying this much bread every day.
He looks around shiftily, then brings you closer. We put preserving spells on it. Don't worry, we'll dispel them as soon as you take it. But that thing has been there for quite a while.
Oh, so you're charging me 10 gold for bread that's been here for months?
Hey, you don't like it? You can go somewhere else, get
Yes.
some different bread.
This was loudly, by the way, so that everyone in the store can hear it.
Sir, if you don't like our product, you can go anywhere else.
But there is nowhere else. They made sure of it.
How
The
good
bread.
are these preserving spells?
See for yourself. He pulls
Like,
out.
do you have a sample that I can see? Like,
So
is it still gonna be hot and warm and everything?
he brings you to the back room where you can see one piece of bread on one plate and another on another, and the one piece of bread is green. It has things growing out of it. There's a mushroom on one end, and the other is golden and warm, and you can tell it is pristine.
Like it's
baked-
like it just came out of the oven.
Yeah, we baked these two a year ago. No, it couldn't have been that long. He lifts up. Yeah, 8 months.
Well, color me impressed. That's pretty darn good.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to taste it?
Okay, I taste it.
Okay. It tastes like normal bread.
Like, is it really good bread? Is it worth like 10 gold bread?
No, not that bread. That bread's worth maybe 3, but the other bread, that's the difference.
Is it any different in quality from the
You
The
asked
other
for
bread?
example, these are the ones we had on hand.
what? Do you use a different kind of bread for the dragon?
Everything.
Oh yeah, of course. It needs to keep its form, so we have to put more flour in it, and it rises differently, but it's close enough.
but he hasn't sold it. And it's been there
It's 10
how
gold
long?
worth of bread.
You know what? I'll pay 11 gold for a council seat.
Okay, you make the transaction, and he calls off 2 assistants. One is a middle-aged man, and the other is a pimply teenager. And they come over, pick up the bread on a stretcher, move people out of the way, and say, "Direct us wherever you want it to go." And they walk
All right,
out the door.
we're heading to the council.
Okay. I'm
So we
gonna.
go.
So
Tommy, you didn't even offer to pay him exposure because because you'd be putting a good word in for the council members.
they've already got all the good word they need.
But that one
They are-
council guy, he could the amount of money, the amount of taxpayer money he's going to spend on baked goods if you let him know about these on this bakery.
And so while we're walking, so you guys like drop the preservation spells like right before it's served, right?
Yeah. There's some glyphs right here, and he shows you on the side and underneath the bread a bunch of ink drawings on the wood, or no, some carvings on the wood. And he says, "You tap these on and off. It's real simple, real easy. It seems to be enough."
Okay.
Dan,
Oh.
I think I'm going to sneak into the council room.
Oh no.
Connor, no.
I just want to sneak in behind the throne and just chill there.
Okay.
Connor,
If you want to try.
I want to try.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix your mess.
Tommy, I'm not in any threat of violence.
I'm the
here.
rogue. Why am
No.
I fixing the messes?
Just really quick for my sake, Connor, what were you doing prior to this?
Oh, I was just chilling in the house, teaching you a little bit about carving.
Okay, I would like to sneak and follow behind him, see what my new favorite person is doing.
Oh
Real quick, Philip, I'm gonna whisper to you.
Hey, we're not splitting the party.
no! Oh no! That's worse.
I don't.
We're gonna
plan
have
do
to
anything.
leave this city in the middle of wartime.
Look, I'm not. I don't intend to do anything. I just want to be in the room to make an entrance if I want.
We're
I
just
mean,
gonna...
they
We
have-
didn't want that.
Yeah, that's exactly what we didn't want.
The one thing we wanted to prevent. We're gonna have to leave the city in the middle of a war. You know, just burn the bridge behind us and hope they're alright.
Look, we can always empty the council suites, declare martial law, and take control of it while we're here if we want.
I'm going to fight you if you try that.
Okay, no, I would never hurt your dad, Nikki.
So that's called a dictatorship, and if I
Very-
recall correctly, that's exactly the opposite of what you wanted originally.
Yes, no, I'm feeling a little murder hobo today.
To be fair, you did say empty the council seats kind of threateningly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was not my intention. But yeah, I'm just gonna sneak into behind the throne. That's it.
But as far as Faith is concerned, you're still a friend murderer.
So,
All right, at that point, she's
Hey,
just
at
being
least she
unfair.
doesn't hate you right now.
I don't know. I think Faith is being a little unfair at that point because that man was openly talking about betraying us.
Connor and Philip, I'd like you both to make stealth checks, 3 in a row, but after every one, let me tell you what happens, okay?
Okay.
Oof, not a great start for me.
Do they cross paths with us at all on the
We'll
way to
see.
the council?
We'll see.
8.
17.
So, it's not easy to hide a massive bugbear roaming the streets, and one of the pimply teenager carrying one of this sides of this bread catches eye of you, and loosens its grip on one side of the bread dragon.
I'm just
The
walking
bread
through the
dragon.
street.
Do I notice them slow down at all?
What's your passive perception?
11.
Yes, you notice both his hand slipping from that and him going off on the side. If you don't act fast,
I'm gonna catch the bread.
Okay. Wait, the bread or the
Well, like the table that's holding the bread, obviously.
Okay. I thought you meant like grab the bread.
No.
I also like the paper dragon one. That was pretty good. So
I'm
go
gonna-
ahead and roll a what would that be? Sleight of hand?
Well, maybe acrobatics because he's trying to dive and catch it.
Well, I'm walking right next to him.
Yeah, so go sleight of hand.
Faith is just looking the exact wrong way when this happens.
21.
Okay. You deftly move your hand, push him out of the way, and grab the other the side. Turn his head back to the bread dragon. Put his hand back on the thing and say, "Please keep focus."
I spent a lot of money on this. Do I see? And I look in the direction of what he was looking at. Versus with my 11 passive perception and Connor's +8.
Well, I'm already gone. You used your action to save the bread.
You are moving to the same in the same direction, so I'm gonna say that you do catch a glimpse of him, and now I'm gonna have you both roll stealth again.
All right.
It's like that one meme.
There we go. That's a 21.
Okay.
Natural 20 plus 3 if that matters.
Phillip, using his eldritch powers, disappears into the mindscape, moving from head to head. You are noticed by the village people. They think, I have a voice in my head, and then you're gone to the next guy, who then, in sheer horror, also expels you from his mind to the next guy.
I have a voice in my head, and it's gone insane.
It's gone insane. The voice always was insane.
I'm just hopping rooftops.
Yes, Connor, on the other hand, has hunched down, moved around. Tommy, you've lost sight of him. Moved around. You've got a few disguises on yourself. Put them back. And it's like Sherlock Holmes going through the
Guys,
The
I'm a
glimpse that
bugbear
I
and I'm
got,
Pink
did I
Panthering
recognize-
my way through the city.
or the glimpse I got, did I recognize his fur?
You would have, yes, with your passive perception, you would have recognized was there.
Well, like you said, because you said I got a little bit of a glimpse. Did I recognize that he was there?
Yes.
I'd like to make a perception check.
Okay, roll perception against his 21.
Yes.
I'm gonna try. Only 18.
Only
But still having caught a glimpse, I'm just gonna yell, Bob, if you're trying to sneak into the council room, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
I really want to respond.
Look, interesting point. As you hear that, you hear the DM say, "You guys are metagaming. Please stop."
No, I feel like it would be reasonable to assume Bob wants to be involved in this.
Yeah, it's not like it makes any
Because
this is
I
fun.
see him sneaking in the same direction we are and duck and cover when I see him.
No, I get it. It's just I wanted to make that joke.
Why would he be
you're
hiding
it's
from
perfectly
me?
fine, but yeah, it's a little metagaming, but you know what? It's fun.
It's the fun kind. It's the fun kind.
And
So third roll?
with that, I'm gonna be like, in my head, I'm like, you know what? If he wants to dig his own grave while I try and undig
Oh, it
him,
won't be
that's
for me.
fine.
The grave isn't for me.
So I'm going to proceed to the council chamber and hope
That's
that
what-
Bob decides to use the fat lump between his ears.
I should specify, Dan, I'm not going through the front door. I would like to attempt to, from a building, jump to the second story of the castle, and then climb my way that way.
That's gonna be
Exactly like
amazing.
Assassin would do. That won't draw attention.
Well, Tommy, I might crash through a window.
Yeah, that's gonna be a much higher DC. Philip, how are you getting in?
I am following him as meticulously as I can. The
That's-
moment I lose sight of him is the moment I just give up and go back to my apple tree abode.
Well,
It's like the Spider-Man meme, you know, Miles is sitting next to...
if may
Imitating.
be, how large is the gap from the closest building rooftop to one of the windows of the castle?
Oh, you can make it. It's only about 20 feet.
Oh yeah, I can just heroic leap through the
Yeah.
an open window.
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks.
Like I was just thinking, Dan probably had something planned for tonight.
Oh, is it time for our next stealth roll?
Yes, both of you, please. Also, Philip, I'm going to need you to roll athletics to see if you can follow him.
Oh no!
Jump.
So athletics and then stealth to see if I can do it stealthily.
Was that a 1?
No, it wasn't that bad. It was a 7 for stealth.
Do I even need to roll athletics then?
For heroic leap, no, you wouldn't. But I was talking to Philip.
Oh, okay. I was asking if that roll was necessary for me.
No.
Okay.
And athletics,
Yes.
that is an 19 minus 1 for an 18.
Wow.
Can I throw him?
Just a
and
side
grant him
note here,
advantage on
even
that?
with that
He's been
7,
invisible for the past
he
2 minutes. He can't
is
see you.
completely
I thought we were
undetected by
sneaking
Faith.
together.
No, you just took off, and I'm like, I like him.
Oh,
I'm
my
going
bad.
to follow him. I've been trying to stay out of your sight as well because I don't want you to know I'm fangirling over you yet.
Awesome, because I taught you about the wonders of carving and whittling.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So, what were the rolls for stealth?
7.
What was the natural roll, Philip?
That was a 4.
Okay, good to know. Connor.
That's going to be a modified 11.
11. Many people can see you crawling up the wall to go and get onto the roof to then jump into the next.
But it's a meter exceed for Tommy's passive perception.
Yes, Tommy unfortunately
I'm
cannot.
not actively looking anymore. I'm convinced you're probably sneaking in, and I am just gonna let you dig your own grave.
Philip, emulating your predecessor, you also are very obviously crawling up a wall to get onto a roof to jump. And what was your athletics roll?
18.
Okay, you are able to jump from the roof to a tree to a fence, and then leap off of that into the window that Connor crashes into. I want you to both take 3
What,
points.
there wasn't a single open window?
No, not where you were jumping. 3 points of blast damage.
Alright.
I need a moment. I need to get a thing. I will be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay. But yes, I've had an encounter prepped for 2 weeks, and you guys haven't got there.
Oh,
It's fine. It's just hilarious.
I didn't catch Connor. What experience are we supposed to be at? I think I'm under you guys, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah. Let me check my number. Mine's
I'm at-
26,750.
Nikki, are you the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tommy, next week are you gonna run the game?
Yeah, I'll probably be. I can probably be ready by next week. I guess I'll probably take the advice of the 3 DMs saying I should not run a 20th level module.
I can still play Bingsley.
I
He's just
didn't
going to be
say
a
that
third
you
level,
couldn't.
not.
I said that I personally think it's going to be less difficult than Connor and Dan are making it out to be.
It's also going to be a lot of work creating 20th level characters.
Yeah.
My only concern is the fact that I just feel like Tommy, without any experience whatsoever, he'll spend more time looking up rules and like trying to figure out how to deal with 20th level characters and an encounter for an entire 20th level party. He might be a little overwhelmed, and it'll detract from the puzzles and the narrative of what he's trying to
Well,
portray.
you said it was a module, right?
It is a module, yeah.
So that takes out a lot of the more technical difficulty.
And the module, I can port it straight into Roll20. I don't have to do all that work. It just ports straight in.
It's your call, Tommy. I just know that with the module that I was doing for that first back in like in the basement that we were originally running in, I was a little overwhelmed, but that was for a first level party.
That's going to be the case regardless of what level you start DMing at.
This is true.
Phillip,
Do what you want. Yeah.
You have a lot of experience DMing. Can I send the mod? Well, actually, if you're gonna play, I don't want you to read it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Oh, don't worry, I already read through it, so
Wait, you did?
no,
No, you said you didn't.
not this one.
Oh, you can send it to me. I'll read through it, give you my opinion, and I'll play a troll character.
Speaking of characters, I have a barbarian subclass homebrew that's basically Santa. Do you mind if I play it?
That might create problems with Connor's character, who doesn't like Santa.
Well, that's
But you know what? Go ahead.
The fat man fired me without my severance pay for a workplace accident. It wasn't my fault. He pressed the button on what I was building.
all the accidents on the job are your fault, obviously.
Okay, so if that's the case, I want you guys to talk about what the gist of the incident was, but I want each of you to have your own story of what happened.
Oh my god, yes.
Essentially, I was building something very dangerous, and another elf tampered with it, I think, and I was
Right.
blamed for it because I essentially built a
What's
bomb.
the setup then? What's the setup? Like, what happened?
For the
Oh, I'm an ex-elf in Santa's workshop. I was fired without severance pay for a workplace accident that was apparently my fault. I'm still bitter about it.
I get that, but like, tell me, what are you talking about? We need the
Oh,
story.
you mean setup for the module?
Yeah.
Well, so initially, the name of the module is How the Lich Stole Christmas. And if you've ever read the story How the Grinch Stole Christmas, you're probably going to know how this goes.
Okay.
But initially, I was going to say you guys were a long-time adventure group that got back together after a few months of downtime. But seeing as how you two are going to hate each other, I'm going to have to come up with something new.
Well, I sent you the gift thief one.
I'll take a look at both of them and decide which one I'm gonna do. Okay. I think with the 20th level, the main difference that I would face is misjudging combat and things.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's what I've got so far. I'm going to play a crazy multi-class with 3 different multi-classes. 2 of them are paladin and cleric, and the god that I worship is, and I quote, the cat lord, who simply tenants are just mean.
okay. And Nikki, as a 3rd level druid, you can still wild shape into a reindeer, I think.
Yeah, wild shape into a ranger.
Reindeer.
Reindeer. I heard ranger.
Yeah, they're a low enough DC. Yeah, you're right, Philip. They are a low enough CR for that.
Oh my god. Rude.
But true.
One of these days, I'm going to play a ranger just to like prove you can actually play a ranger.
Oh, that can be
Same.
effective. It's just, if I'm being completely honest, certain like a fighter is going to be a much better archer than a ranger is, specifically because of the fighting style, the number of attacks that they grant, and just the sheer amount of feats that they get. They can choose sharpshooter, skulker. They can choose if they're a half elf, they can choose elven accuracy.
So, fair warning, I might play absurd. On the other hand, I might just play a lich. So, that would be fun.
Play a
Grinch and
third
the Mega
became a
Grinch.
lich.
So what you got? I'll let you guys know within the next couple days if I decide to change to the 3rd level one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards the 20th level one just because it's because I've already read it and it seems fairly well balanced to me.
Okay.
So for that one, what you guys should know is that the bad guy is a lich that lives up on the mountain near this town, and you're going to be going and getting stuff from him.
Okay.
And you guys are all going to be starting with a certain. I know you're going to start with at least one legendary weapon. I haven't decided amounts for other rarity magic items.
Tommy, I thought essentially we'd get 1 magic item per every other level. The rarity of that item being based off of what level we are. Like if you know, like how it says like level 1 to 5 gets uncommon and uncommon.
Yeah, I just haven't calculated
like 5
that
to 12,
yet.
12 to 17, 17 to 20 for each rank above that.
Yeah, I just haven't put it together yet.
Back to the campaign.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that's
sorry.
another thing. Are you okay with homebrew? Because I do have a cleric of the winter, which would be fun to play as, but I don't know.
Just run it by me first. I'm sure it's fine. Just give me a chance to look it over.
Okay, alright, no problem.
There's a good chance it's going to be approved because I don't expect this to be a well-oiled machine.
As long as it runs, right?
My expectation is that it will run clankily and fall apart at the end. And so if anything better than that happens, then it's positive.
As all campaigns do. Alright. So where were we exactly?
I was
Connor was
sneaking into the
failing to
throne
sneak
room.
into the council room.
Ah, yes.
Well-
So, Philip and Connor, your characters are on the second level of the castle. There doesn't seem to be anyone around you. You have just been stabbed through the feet with some glass. What would you like to do?
Through the feet, I'm wearing metal shoes.
Through the feet, I'm not even wearing any shoes.
So, Philip, they've gone through your feet. Connor, they've gotten into your torso. You don't know how. They just were.
Okay.
Thank you, Nikki. What would you two like to do?
Has he noticed me?
What's your passive perception, Connor?
15.
And Philip, what was your last stealth roll?
7.
Yes, you've been noticed.
Oh, hey man. How's that carving going?
Just go roll backwards and try and hide behind the column or something.
I would like to pick him up.
Roll grapple
Like
against
just like by the scruff of the neck.
To expedite, I'll just willingly lose the grapple.
Yeah, I rolled an 11. You have a chance of breaking that.
Oh, I do? Let's do it for lulz then. This is what, a deck save?
No, it's an or athletics.
I think I have proficiency. Hang on, okay. 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look. So they're essentially going to be talking about my sentence, and I just want to have an ear in the room, like just be a fly on the wall for the conversation. Is there anything you can do to help sneak me in? Even if it's causing a distraction.
What, like a boom?
Like you can do magic, right? Can you like make me invisible or something?
Not that, but I can make like a big noise outside.
Yeah, honestly, just once I'm ready to sneak in, position yourself near the front, like the front door. I'll be near the back. I'll create I'll just do like a little hand gesture or a signal. You make a big noise, and I'll rush in.
Can I find something in this room that is of a weight of about 500 pounds?
No, not that I can think of.
No, the king isn't here.
What is the heaviest thing?
Neither is father bigger than you.
You can see a bed, but it's only 100 or so pounds. It's not much.
I'm going to go looking through the castle for something that is at least 200 pounds.
Okay, making
I like the expression of fear. Just like, what are you planning?
16?
16. Okay. You are able to find a chest made of lead. There seems to be a lot of copper in it, but you don't know why. It's just not copper pieces, copper bars. It's pretty heavy.
Oh,
How
lead.
heavy?
Lead grounds it.
How heavy?
About 400, 450, somewhere in there.
Oh, this will work. Okay. Am I near like a wall that like leading to outside? Or a window?
You can make your way to a window or a wall.
Why do they need the copper for?
I want to bring it to like a window that if I could lift it up easily, I could easily just throw it out.
Oh, okay. Make
Okay.
a strength check.
This is not going to go well.
Do you need me, Philip?
Yeah, that would help actually.
I could just I'm considered large, and with my strength roll, I can drag something. My carrying capacity is nearly 600, and I can drag or move 5 times that.
Yeah, just drag it to like
It
our
weighs
window.
less than 900 pounds, so I think I can just pick it up.
Okay.
All right, and you move it to the wall nearby.
I move it where Phillip is. He's got a plan. All right, I trust him.
Okay. What exactly is your
Where
plan?
do you want it, Phillip?
I am going to throw it out the window and just drop it.
So I'm essentially putting it halfway out the window, teetering, and I'm gonna put a
No,
bar
no,
underneath.
you don't have to leave it teetering. I can get it out the window perfectly fine.
You sure?
So, yes, with absolute certainty.
All right. Just make sure nobody's underneath it.
But that's where this gets fun.
Throw some, drop some stones on the ground before you drop this.
That's the biggest part of the distraction.
Oh no.
Ooh, a penny!
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
Okay. So, how long do you need? How long?
Drop it in 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes.
You know what I mean, right? 60 seconds per minute. 1 second lasts about this long. What? No, I just know you have different perceptions of reality, and I don't know if your reality is our reality, so I want to make sure. What?
Who told you?
The Syndicate, alright? But that's not important.
Okay.
Bob is just rolling with it.
Yeah. So yeah, 3 minutes. 180 seconds. We good?
Yep. Okay.
All right,
so
awesome.
For Dan's information, I'm going to use one of my abilities that is very creatively called Move. And I am going to move it out of the window, and I am going to drop it.
Wait, so you're just gonna push it, or
No, it's one of my discipline abilities.
Okay.
I literally, essentially, like using the force or whatever, pick it up and move it.
So it's like the telekinesis spell, but you can only target objects.
Yes.
Okay, and how far are you gonna move it?
I'm going to move it just outside the window. I'm going to drop it.
Okay. Okay.
Should it hit anyone, that person will take 7d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Good to know. Write that down.
Which for a commoner is what, like 30 times their health?
Something like that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Tommy, you are leading the bread dragon to the front door, which is off to the side from where Philip is preparing his ambush. What would you like to do precisely? There is a broken window with someone looking outside it with a chest of some type.
Given that this bread costs a lot for bread and has almost been dropped and ruined already, I'd like to think I would probably be keeping a closer eye out, correct?
I suppose if you'd like to roll a perception or investigation, you may.
Okay.
Oh.
I can, quote, help here, right?
Wait,
Are you
Nikki,
helping,
where are
Nikki?
you?
Please do.
I don't think you want Faith's help.
No, I want it.
On a
No,
perception check?
you can only use the help action if you're proficient in the check. If you're proficient in perception, you can.
Just for funsies, I want to see.
Okay. Well, I rolled
Oh my
a 1,
God!
so Faith, you should roll 2.
It's a miracle!
You rolled the highest you ever could, a 16.
So I rolled a natural 1, so I don't see squat.
You only
Tommy.
see bread. It is only bread.
I'm laser focused on the bread. Keep the bread safe.
Here's what happens. Tommy, as you walk around the bread, making sure nothing is touching it, nothing is happening, something happens. The mouth opens and a puff of smoke comes out. And then it closes again. You are blinded. You are trying to get the soot and the pieces of burnt bread out of your eyes. But Nikki, in that moment, you're looking at the smoke that's been clearing from the bread, and you see Philip with his box ready to drop it at a moment's notice.
I pointed out to Derrick.
Roll medicine.
Should
Hold
we
up.
be worried about that?
And I stop the bread carriers before they get under it. Do I notice Thamuel up there, or do I just see the box?
Roll perception again.
Well, maybe this.
Well,
will be
was
better.
Mickey pointing him out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do I recognize him at this distance?
With that roll, yes, yeah, you would recognize him. Tommy, you are. She points him out to you, and you can see him through the bleary eyes. What would you like to do?
Is he here to cause more problems?
She's the paladin. She's the holy one. Why do I clean up all the messes? Daniel! What are you doing?
What do you have? A box! No!
I'm very devoted and do not respond to the name.
Should I go up and
I
get
know
him?
you can hear me up there. What are you doing?
Should I go get him?
Go get him.
I'm going to fly up after him.
So is
Well,
the box like teetering on the edge, or
No, it's sitting very stably on the floor.
okay?
I'm going to try to tip it back into the window.
No, it is in the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Completely. Also, if you try to do that, it would probably crush you, Nikki.
No, but tilt it up. Come from below.
What's your carrying capacity, or what's your weight?
Strength is
it's
14.
It's 15 times your strength score, is what you can drag or push.
I just had to
Yeah,
roll
that would be 210, I think.
And how many feet above the floor am I?
So you're on the windowsill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's about 3 feet.
How many?
3 feet.
3 feet?
Yeah.
Did you mean the floor of the level you're on, or ground level?
Ground level.
Oh. In that case, it's 18 feet.
18?
Not a whole lot. Yeah, people aren't that tall.
Fair enough.
It's second floor. Yeah. So what
Meanwhile, I
what
am
point-
sneaking my way into the throne/council room.
At what
Yeah, there's
point-
not a whole lot of people there. There are some serving people. Roll stealth to see if you avoid them.
At what point did the 3-minute mark hit?
9.
Not quite yet. 9. You like Gronk are get caught immediately by some cleaning ladies, but you go to the back and start singing your theme
I'm
song.
narrating as I stealth.
Yes, they avoid you like the plague and continue on.
And yeah, I hide behind the large throne, throw a blanket over myself, and just
Okay,
just
roll
make
stealth.
myself comfortable.
Roll stealth.
Well, is this the type of thing where I essentially have time to make multiple rolls, so I essentially would roll high?
No,
Because I've got like a
roll
minute.
stealth. You're rolling stealth. You're throwing a blanket over yourself. You can't tell how stealthily you've done it.
All right, another 9.
Okay, good to know.
Threes
Yeah.
everywhere! That's three
Well,
threes in a row!
Would I not know that I'm not that? Would I know how not stealthy I am?
No,
Evidently not.
no.
That defeats the whole purpose of this visit.
Well,
Should have rolled better.
Philip, the time has not come yet. Not yet. But
Okay.
it's soon. So,
Right.
Nikki and Philip, how exactly would you
Well,
like to?
Sorry, I meant the whole the crash would occur so I could sneak in undetected. I
Oh,
thought
okay.
I was doing this right after the crash occurred.
Okay, I thought you wanted
No,
to
I was
do
waiting
this.
to sneak in behind the throne room right after the crash occurred.
Okay, all right.
That was my entire point for orchestrating that.
Okay, then Connery, you can wait until
Okay,
the
sorry.
crash happens. Okay. So, conversation between Nikki and Philip How is this going?
Faith just comes through the window like, what are you doing? I am sick and tired of dealing with your nonsense today. Considering everything that's happened, I think I've done a pretty good job not killing you.
I just did the trees.
And you killed one of my friends. And you tried to kill another one.
I haven't killed anyone.
Yes, you have. Do not try to deny it.
Zone of
We
Truth.
all saw you do it.
Nikki, can you cast Zone of Truth?
I can. But she's pretty sure of this, so I don't think it would occur to her. Unless I roll insight check.
Yeah. Well, you're not a very that's a low roll for you, right?
Oh, yeah. No, she's pretty sure.
Kill.
Seriously, you
Did you kill
don't
anyone?
remember burning somebody to death?
I mean, I know I can do like the fire thing, but no, I don't think I've burned anyone recently.
Well, wasn't your character aware? You said like whatever his name is coming. Isn't your character aware that someone took control?
The previous, about what, 5 hours ago, he was aware?
Yeah, like your current character weren't you aware?
Current
What?
character, at the time, was aware that he's about to take control. As he is right now, doesn't remember anything prior to the possession.
Oh, okay.
So you're just not going to take responsibility for this. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know what to take responsibility for in this case.
Murder!
You keep saying that, but I didn't.
You did, though. And I'm going to pull the sword out. And say, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but stop. We don't need any more interference.
Interference to what?
Just trying to get this to go smoothly. We're trying to maybe get Bob out of that fine. He probably deserves it, but still.
Mark of the balance and everything like that. That's the sole thing I'm trying to preserve here.
Laws are there for a reason. Please do not cause more problems.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around. You seem to have animosity for me, of course.
Yes, because you killed one of my friends and you tried to kill another one. I mean, granted, you didn't actually kill the other one, Bob did, but still, you tried.
Nikki, do you remember the name that he said, like, so-and-so is coming?
No, probably, yeah.
Yeah, everyone in the room heard that. Well, Phillip, what was the name of said fire individual?
Denton. You said something to Derrick about Denton?
Oh, I know him. Did you do anything? I know that guilty look.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Denton.
What?
What did you do?
No, what did you do? Don't deflect this off onto some imaginary friend.
Are you going to take this?
1v1 me right here.
In all fairness, Nikki, I think you'd lose to the Mystic.
Still.
Yeah.
Only if she can catch me.
No, even if she does, you just put up windshield and deflect the arrows back in her face.
Can he do that at a distance?
I can't
Yes.
deflect the arrows. No.
Oh.
I can only deflect melee attack.
Okay, that changes things. All right.
The one
Just-
paladin that you can't fight as effectively.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
Look, I'm just very confused about all of this. But anyway, no, it's my purpose is to preserve the balance of the natural order.
I don't... You're not making any sense. Just stop, okay? Just turn around, walk out, and we won't have any more problems today.
And do let me know when we hit the 3-minute mark.
I'm gonna say right about now.
Okay, with that, I am going to use my move the chest just outside and release it.
Okay.
I am going to attack him because I have had enough of this.
Okay. Phillip, I want you to roll your 76, and Nikki, after he rolls that, I want you to attack him.
Oh my god. And I'm trying to think, because she is initiating the violence, so would this be Oathbreaker? Would this be enough to go Oathbreaker?
26.
Your oath?
Oath of Redemption.
Well, does it does it like initiate violence to kill him, or are you just trying to like stop him?
At this point, she has had enough. She has had a rough week.
Oh, I
It is. I don't think she cares the outcome right now.
Well, if she lost faith in you.
So
She is
Phillip,
swinging a kill, I guess.
as you move the chest, it plummets down. 5, 10, 15, thunk. Then you hear the meowing. 10 cats begin crying out in agony as they each get smushed and several of them fall dead in the next few seconds.
Would they have an opportunity to cry out?
Some
I
of
feel
them-
like a 200-pound chest is kind of instant.
Yeah, no,
Well-
there are 20 cats. 10 of them, 13 of them die instantly, and the rest are crippled.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Death.
See, now it doesn't break your oath because there are kittens involved.
I
Second
He's
attack.
right.
Why? Too much rage. Cannot see anything.
Okay, while this happens, I'm going to move the bread carriers around the splash zone of cat and into the council chamber.
One of them's crawling after you, meowing, trailing around.
I'm gonna put that
Why?
cat out of its misery.
It starts crying out. Like, it just wants to be
I'm
held.
sorry, and
And you roll to attack at advantage because it is pro.
it's half a cat.
Yes, prone. You said you wanted to kill a cat. Here's how you kill a cat.
Gonna make me roll for it.
Roll for cat murder. Yeah, that's great.
This is a mercy kill.
That's
Mur-
19 to hit. Is the cat dead? As I
Depends. What's your sneak attack damage?
You have advantage.
How
it
many?
takes like how many hit points does a cat have?
2.
Okay, I guess I'm going to roll for sneak attack because that's what Dan wants.
That's what the god asked for. The god wants blood.
How loud of a noise did I make, BTW?
Oh, you did it silently, but after you've done that, you look over and start, and you were yet.
Distraction. Was the kitten surprised?
Very. It was asking for mercy.
Okay, that's more D6s. I need another D4.
Overkill.
So what's the minimum amount of damage you can roll on this?
Minimum
Like 12 or something.
10. No, 11.
11.
Wait,
What about your dex?
Plus Dex. 15 is the minimum damage.
Okay, good to know. Roll damage.
Nikki, are you doing okay?
No.
Dan, why did you bring animals
Oh.
into this?
And of course, both of my D4s I roll max damage.
And why were there so many in such a small space?
It was a warm day. They were laying down, enjoying themselves.
It was a ball of cats.
There was some meat on the ground.
Listen, guys, it was either that or just finding a large group of people and blowing them all up.
Are those the only options?
Chill, we don't know chill here.
I told you guys that my magic is very aggression oriented.
Guys, we have the number 0 and we have 11, and there's no in between.
42 damage.
42 damage as you go to stab the cat.
I was just gonna like slit its throat, put it out of its misery, real nice, like.
It
Your
meows
verbiage very
one
sweet,
final
Scandinavian.
time as if to ask for mercy, and you deftly slice its head off so cleanly the blood doesn't even leave the head. It just continues to pump through, and then it falls over and squirts.
Ugh.
Okay, that was weird. I'm gonna get up and go follow the bread boys again.
And with that opportunity, I would like to dash into the room. How big is the table?
It's about 10 feet long, 5 feet wide, right
Ah,
around.
I can't hide under
Sorry.
that.
With Tommy's, I want to follow the Bread Boys again. There is a YouTube channel called Bread Boys.
How about the Rafters Den?
They're sturdy enough.
I can climb up the wall without any extra movement, so I would like to climb up into the rafters.
Okay, yeah, you're able to do that.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom while you resolve Nikki and Phillip's combat.
Okay. I want you to roll stealth, Connor.
Okay. Well, all right.
Time to fly.
Even though I'm in the rafters,
Oh yeah, you have to roll stealth.
flat roll. Like no advantage, no nothing.
I mean, for the distraction, I'm gonna give you advantage.
Okay. That's going to be a 24.
Okay.
No, 23. Sorry.
Oh, just 20. Okay. So you believe you are hidden.
I think I'm hidden.
All right, Nikki. How do you want to kill Philip?
I'm going to continue to come after him with a sword for now.
Since he is distracted by the unfortunate event below him that someone maybe caused, he has no relation to. I'm gonna say, Philip, you are stunned for 1 round after this.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
after this.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, hang on, let me see.
It's my Weasley AC.
This isn't an act of protection. This is an act of vengeance.
Well, I don't even think she noticed that. She's just already.
Yeah. Just like from the way
Yeah,
I see
that's
it,
what I'm doing. That's why
is
I'm
act-
calculating.
This is an act of vengeance, not protection or saving.
Let's see. 4d8 plus 9. Oh! That is 31 damage
It's almost half my health. Woo.
for the first attack.
Just go incorporeal, Philip.
That only gives me like.
But you can
Stun
only
does
smite
not
once
grant
a turn.
advantage, right?
No,
Actually, there's nothing that says that.
it's a bonus action to smite.
Nope.
Nope.
No, not
Right?
Part of the attack.
Oh no,
only
that's
limited
for
by
the
spell
smite spells. It's a bonus action to do wrathful smite or anything like that, or searing smite.
Yep.
Actually, though, I do still have a bonus action. So while I'm putting everything into this.
Can you smite twice in the same turn?
You can.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wait, no, none of my other smites. Wait, it doesn't say I can't stack them.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say, until we figure out the exact ruling, you can smite on one and then use your bonus action to have the next attack have smite, but you can't smite on the smite that you bonus action smited.
Okay, so I can't add.
No. So 2 separate attacks, but only 1 smite on each.
Okay, so no,
So you-
no
And they
like
can't
extra
be from the
spell.
same source. Like have their normal like divine smite. You're saying she can only use that once.
She can only use that once per turn, and then she can use the spell to smite in the next attack.
What are
Okay.
you trying to do? Save me here?
Well, I mean, you are a squishy caster, so...
And
Rick, how much health do you have left?
10.
Good for you. Your turn.
Yep.
Oh, Nikki, Faith and Bob are gonna have a lovely philosophical discussion about her actions here.
Oh, actually, real quick, Nikki, the bonus action smite. What was the specific spell you used?
Searing Smite would probably be the highest damage.
Actually, right here, the one that I have highlighted is Thunderous Smite.
Okay. That
That's
needs
2d6. Oh, so you actually want me to roll that?
Yeah, because that's what you said you were doing.
Okay.
And isn't there a thing where you push the guy away?
Yes.
Okay.
Out the window?
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, I'm great at those. That's going to be a 7.
Okay. You plummet 20 feet. Roll. I'm gonna roll.
You said it was 18 feet.
Yeah, which is about 20 feet.
Well, I mean that
For
he only
falling-
that's 1d6 of falling damage then, because
Yeah.
it's 1d6 for every. Isn't it every 10 feet above the first 10?
Yeah.
Would that be 0 then, because it's not 10 feet after the first 10?
Down to 6 health.
6 health. Well, it's a d6, so we'll see.
No, I rolled the d6, unless you want to do it. I was at 10 before.
Okay. Did you add in the 7 there? 7 of thunderous smite damage?
Okay, so I'm confused a bit then. Was
Okay.
that extra damage beyond the second smite?
No, that first 26 is irrelevant, because that was Nikki's second smite that shouldn't have been counted.
Okay, my bad.
Oh,
then.
and yeah, in that case, it's only one of the d8s that counts in that.
So it's 3 plus 9, that's 12 damage, and you can heal 14.
Okay, so that brings me to 24. That's a little more manageable.
Okay.
Do you want
You are on the
what I rolled, or do we take what I rolled?
We'll take what you rolled because
I'm down to 20.
Jesus Christ,
Well-
baby's first homicide.
Yeah, no, like, Nikki, either you're attacking him out of vengeance for hurting people, or you're attacking him because you believe he'll hurt people in the future. Either
Yes.
way, one's vengeance, the other is the exact thing you're angry at Bavroth for doing.
Yes, but
Yeah,
the
this-
thing is, she's gotten to see Bob's good side. She has not gotten to see Thamuel's good side.
Well, Thamuel is his good side. It's like Devin is his bad side.
And she doesn't get that yet.
Philip, how do you react to being sliced off of the building?
We're going to use everything to get ourselves as close to safety as possible right now.
Okay.
GTFO!
We are going to have a talk later and use bonus action to ignite mastery of air. So air starts glowing white, kind of.
Kitten just floats around you in the whirlwind.
Yeah. For my action, I'm going to activate wind form,
Okay.
which just gives me a flying speed of 60 feet. And now for my movement, to initiate it, I'm going to burn 6 additional psi points to increase my speed by 120 and shoot up for my movement 180 feet.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay.
I'm 180 feet in the air.
New.
Nikki, what will you do now?
I'm trying to see, now that he's out of melee, would she or would she not? Because she's still mad. Because, like, I don't, out of character, I don't want to kill him. In character, I'm pretty sure Faith wants him dead.
Hey, Philip, you have another character rolled up, right?
Not right this moment, but we're close to the end of the session, and I can get another one rolled up pretty quickly. Don't
All
feel
right, Nikki,
bad,
take your
because then
shots.
this means Peter and I will do our dynamic duo.
Wait, Nikki, are you killing him?
But I'm trying to think, would she take a shot at him with her bow, or would she let him go at this point? Because she's still mad.
Well, at that point, it's making it a point to hunt him down when he's running.
Faith has 2 wisdom. She's not thinking. There is no thought, only murder.
All right, well then after
Let's
this,
see.
you have no right to be mad at Bavroth.
She's only going to take one shot.
Okay.
What? Like if he survives this, he has earned the right to live.
Yeah, more or less. Does that hit?
Yes.
Holy moly. Okay. And lucky you, the thing only works with melee.
The smite?
So, no, the bonus 5 to each attack roll. Damage roll, I should say.
It's a channel divinity, right?
No, it's just an ability.
Oh.
So let's see. 4. Okay. That is. Divine Smite is. Hang on. Oh, that is a total of 48. Okay. That is a 22.
22 damage?
Yeah. And that is her only attack. Oh god.
I need to make some rolls.
Oh god.
And
I
then
don't
after
think
those,
Nikki's gonna be friendly now.
and then after those rolls, I'll tell you what happens.
I feel like, tell me if I'm off base here, Nikki, but I feel like this one day has severely dented your joyous attitude on life.
Yeah, that plus the whole, invasion of the city by the undead army, and the fact that, as far as she knew, her dad almost died that day, and just everything that has happened is just, it's all snowballing.
What the heck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, basically.
Oh wait, I only need to roll one there. Okay. Wait, did my math wrong. Need to roll a little more.
Oh no. Is that good or bad?
That depends on how badly you want to kill me.
Out of character, I told you, I don't. But in character.
I told you it's fine. I told you it's fine. Okay. No, wait, that one was correct. Okay, so I had 20 hit points left.
Oh,
so
Jesus. I thought you had
which means
24.
No, I took 4 points from falling before.
Oh.
Okay, so which means I fall 180 feet.
What?
Which means I took 17 d6 points of damage.
Wait, where did you jump from?
I didn't jump, I flew upward. She knocked me unconscious, I fall prone, lose my flying speed, and I just plummeted.
Nikki, you just killed a man.
She did not kill me. I have a max health of 67. That only dealt 54 points of damage. You missed killing me by 13 hit points. But I am now unconscious on the ground.
Well, here's the question. Is Nikki gonna fly down and finish the job, or fly down and help?
Faith is going to fly away.
Meanwhile, Tommy's just sitting there with his bread dragon.
Am I, after all this is done, am I still, outside of the council chamber? Do I see him falling, or am I already inside?
You are so busy focusing on the bread dragon that you are oblivious to this. You are inside trying to get the bread dragon into the council chamber.
By the way, before you feel too bad, Nikki, this is a story I'm going to be passing on to generations yet. I love this.
Well, I didn't mean to put you in a position that would get you killed, Phillip.
Oh, she and I had talked earlier this week about this, and I was like, if you if you want to kill my character, don't feel any guilt for killing my character.
But I do.
You don't need to feel any guilt. I've literally got like another 17 character ideas floating in my head.
So this PvP was discussed beforehand and properly sanctioned?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Well, Dan didn't sanction it, but we came to it. We were probably going to fight in this session.
As far as I'm concerned, everything here is cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dan just like, oh, the players are killing each other. Wonderful.
I'll say
Yeah,
this,
no,
like,
we're just doing the job for him.
I know after that, I don't know if Nikki put in any preparation, but I spent a lot of time thinking, okay, how am I going to win this fight? If it comes to that.
And what I was thinking was, how can I go all out and still be a little bit sloppy?
Oh, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what my grand plan that I came up with in the end was, is just fly up really high, get her to chase me, and then when she's close enough, come in close, use a wind stream, knock her prone, and then she falls and takes a bunch of falling damage.
Well, I think if she was falling for long enough, she'd be able to recover.
Yeah.
And then just wind stream her again.
No, well, I guess.
Get her to fly up high, get her to fly up after me, then thwack.
Basically.
Fly swatter down.
Yeah, but like I was debating, should I do sharpshooter, because sharpshooter makes it harder to hit you. However, if it hits, oof.
Yep.
Alright, I do need to use the restroom. I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay. Don't
kill anyone while I'm gone.
Okay,
no promises.
Do I need to start making death saves until someone comes to save me?
It won't take that long. Make one.
Natural one. It was a 3.
Mark that down. People swarm around you, then past you, then go to the kittens and try to save them. They're gonna make medicine checks on the kittens. That's one dead. That's another dead. Oh, that one lived. Dead.
Oh, this is
Dead.
proper balance, guys. I killed kittens, I get passed over. Balance is maintained.
Another one lived. Dead. Lived. Dead. Dead. Oh, they lived. After a while, make another death save, please.
That's a success.
Okay. After a while, a very kind cleric comes over to you and performs a medicine check. Let me see. Where is it? Are they even proficient in medicine? Nope, this guy has a +1. Okay, that's an 18 to your medicine check. To the medicine check.
Yeah, I think the DC is 15, so I'm stabilized.
Okay.
Woo.
Woohoo! You're alive! And with that... Oh, I don't even know where to begin.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It is okay. Everything is fine.
This wouldn't be the first time he finds himself thrown off a cliff and waking up with just severe confusion.
That is more troubling to me than I would have guessed.
Well, there's not a lot of careers that someone who sees the dead walking around him can really do. Sometimes paying the bills gets desperate.
I am distracted by something I could be doing later.
Well, while we wait for Connor, I'm gonna show off the new dice I got.
Shiny.
My wife got these for me. She said she can't remember what kind they are, but they're these gemstone dice that she got off of Etsy. That as you move them around, depending on how the light hits it, you get different rainbow colors.
So pretty. Opalescent.
I've So I've been preparing my character for Tommy's campaign. If we're doing the 20th level one, my first 10 levels will be in Barbarian. I will be a half elf, and I I'm going to multi-class into Paladin for my next 10 levels.
No,
Is this the Santa guy?
Hmm?
Is this the Santa guy?
Yeah, this is a Santa guy.
Who here
I
remembers
really
that?
hope you two knew that.
Who
Because
here remembers that it was a Christmas movie, or not necessarily Christmas? It was the animated one about Jack Frost, the Easter Bunny, Santa.
Yeah, the Guardians.
Sandman.
Yes, I love that movie.
Yes. Do you remember the Santa in that? He was
Yeah.
like
The kick-ass Santa.
he was built like a fridge, but he was he was like a
a
Russian,
Russian fighter.
Yes. But he was like the Godfather in the way he threatened.
You better shape up, or I'm gonna put you in a little doll.
That's Santa's.
Lots of little dolls.
He dual wielded hand axes. He was essentially a battle master fighter, I think.
Oh,
Hey
I
guys,
love-
that could be an entire party.
Oh god, yeah.
I want to be the Sandman.
What class would he be? Cleric?
No, I think he'd be like a
Druid.
what's an enchanter wizard. Charm spells, sleep spells, things of that sort.
I think Jack Frost would be a sorcerer.
Yeah, it's an innate magic he's born with.
Oh, died with.
I was thinking more personality and the fact that, based on his personality, someone in his ancestry would
Easter-
sleep
yeah.
with a dragon.
The Easter Bunny is a ranger.
So that's why he gets so much. Yeah.
The Tooth Fairy, I think, would be a cleric. Or a rogue, because, sneaking, breaking and entering, robbing.
You can do that as a cleric. It's the trickery domain.
Tooth fairies would be a great homebrew monster. Not very harmless on their own, but when they retreat back to their friends, the bone fairies.
So what did I miss while I was gone?
Nothing.
Oh.
Should I roll for stats or
Oh, wait.
point by?
You
Go ahead and roll.
were almost dying, right? That's the last thing I remember.
Ye-
Yeah.
Alright, so you are almost dead. Tommy, you're going into the chamber with the bread dragon. Oh my goodness, why did this game get so weird? Bread dragon.
You're the one who gave me the bread dragon, and I'm still surprised I bought it.
Okay, well, what are you gonna do with the bread dragon?
I think this
Okay,
is
well,
just our group.
Are they currently in session at all, or
Well, they seem to be coming back from lunch.
well, Breadman is always hungry.
He is always hungry indeed.
How fat is he? It's been a couple of weeks.
Well, no, it's not been a couple
No, it's only
weeks,
been a couple
it's a day.
days.
It's
Oh.
been a day.
My question still
Hold on.
stands.
Can I just insert a little bit for fun?
What's that?
My former warlord is walking with the breadman, and he's just like, last time I treat you to lunch ever.
He is ravenous and ate you out of house and home.
So, after they go in, I'm gonna enter the council chamber once they're ready.
Okay.
Greetings, my brethren of the council. Just checking in. How's everything doing since we put you guys in charge?
Overall, could be better.
Understandably, I mean.
Looks over pointedly.
Oh, by the way, brought a little, you lift your spirit's gift, and I present the bread dragon.
They place it upon the table, and it roars and puffs out a bit of smoke as
From
they
the
deactivate
Best
you.
thing for bakery in town. What's the name of the bakery, Dan?
It's just named the best bakery in town. The man was very presumptuous, but also he was accurate.
Bold ambition.
Yes.
Bold bread ambition. Yes.
Oh,
Is that the name of the bakery?
Yes.
Bold Bread Ambition.
Bold bread ambition.
Okay, I picked it up from the best bakery in town, the Bold Bread Ambition.
The Aristotle's eyes go wide as saucers, and he looks at it hungrily.
Now, I'm sure you'd all love to dig in. One other matter I had is you all know our friend Bavroth, who helped kind of put together this council and the ideas that backed it. Yes,
oh yeah. How's he doing?
he's doing,
I'm doing
considering.
fine.
Is that in
No, I'm whispering to myself.
Roll stealth, please.
You got lanky Gollum in the corner.
No, I'm in the rooftop. I'm just whispering.
Fine, Precious.
I want you to roll stealth for that,
Oh,
please.
I hope the DC isn't too high.
Well, it's their passive perception.
11.
11. Several of them look around very confused, but not many of them. It doesn't.
You don't
So
hear me,
11
Tommy.
is my passive perception.
It's a meter exceed.
Hear him?
It's
Yeah,
a
you
meter
hear
exceed.
them.
Huh? I thought it was a meter exceed. It's like a DC, right, Philip?
I know that the warlord had a Ay.
No, I rolled an 11. Tommy's passive perception is 11. That means
I
I beat
know,
his,
but-
right?
But it doesn't. Isn't the passive perception supposed to meet your stealth check? Because the
No,
way
I-
I always looked at it is the stealth check set the DC because you're trying to roll higher.
No, the way I've seen it is the fact that the 11 is the set DC for trying to sneak past somebody, and the stealth roll has to be
Meevil has a passive perception of 13.
Okay,
that, or
so
it's a tie
you
goes
really
to
at least
defender.
hears it.
I'll just casually look up and be like,
I'll leave that to Dan whether I hear you or not.
You hear a voice. You can't tell whose it is.
okay. So how's he doing?
Given the circumstances, he's all right. One of the reasons I came here, you remember the fake thieves guild that we had some trouble with in the past.
Yes.
They stole from us. Bav went to get it back, and you know how he's not good with words.
Okay.
Things became a little rough, and one of the members of this fake thieves guild went and got a member of the guard, Simeon, who they told him that Bav came in and started beating them up out of nowhere. They ended up paying us for the hat that they already sold that they had stolen, and the other magic item they had stolen as well. And Bavroth was fined with this ticket, and it was a little bit gratuitous, the amount. It wasn't even. It was a minor altercation at best, and we'd liked him to be able to serve this sentence with community service, fighting the war, and everything, rather than have to work to pay it off after fighting the war.
I don't have any strong objections to that. You said that the guard did this raid, and
The guard gave the rate, and don't come down on him. He was doing his job wonderfully.
No.
I am sure you know
Right.
Bob takes patience.
yes, I do remember my time with him. He doesn't do too well with the people within the gates.
I really want to say don't apologize for me.
Honestly, this was only a matter of time. One thing I can possibly do is possibly try and arrange for a raid on said place for illicit activities, take them in, and we can have that money contributing to paying off said fine so that the guard is appeased and will community service for fighting the war is perfectly acceptable, I think.
Awesome.
I'll have a
is
word with the guard as well about dealing with him in the future. And I think if I could offer him any words of advice here going forward, if he's dealing with sketchy groups and doesn't have someone who's more eloquent with speech with him, don't pull any punches and just get rid of them.
I'll be sure to relay the message.
Mm-hmm.
So are they done there, Dan?
Well, they do have to convince the rest of the people to go along with that.
Is there any objections from you folks over doing this?
Well, Aristotle is looking at the bread and ignoring everything you're saying. He's like, yeah, I'm okay with it.
Cool. Aristotle, since you agreed so readily with me, you can have my portion of the bread.
His eyes go wide, and
I just like to think that this is how he gets Aristotle to agree with everything. Just, I'll give you bread if you go along with me.
he starts sectioning off pieces of the bread and hitting people's hands as they reach towards pieces to nibble off.
Huh.
Oh, and I mentioned
You
that
got nothing?
the magic items in question that Bob was retrieving were in fact Faith's items that were stolen, and he was trying to retrieve them for her.
Ty, at that, immediately says, "Okay, yeah. We'll raid the place, we'll find it, and we'll get it back to her. No problem."
Okay.
The other two,
We did receive the magic items back. So
Or equal.
They had already sold one. Bob was able to retrieve one, and they paid us for what they got for the sale of the other magic item. So we've gotten Faith her things. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
well, the other two being outvoted, regardless what they would say, they just say, "Yeah, we don't vote on this. It's fine." So everything's good.
How's Faith doing nowadays?
She's doing pretty well. She's given
Smash cut to
obviously
her screaming bloody murder as she's hunting down the mystic.
Actually, no. At this point, she's probably like having a breakdown on a roof somewhere.
Oh.
given the current wartime and all the violence going on, she's having a harder she's having a rough time coming to terms with it, but she's adjusting.
If she needs to talk to anyone, let her know that I'm here. And her father is here as well. Preferably her father, honestly. I don't want to intrude on your and your daughter's relationship.
Yeah, of course.
Will do.
He's preoccupied.
Trying to get his bread.
Well,
No,
with
no,
that,
no.
I'm going to wish them good day, and watch as I walk. I'm gonna watch Aristotle go with bread.
All right. The moment Derrick turns his back to leave the building, I would like to hop out of the rafters and land
And land where?
in the room.
Stealthily or just?
Oh no, I'm like no. I'm making my presence. I'm making everybody will see me hop out. I'm hopping out into the middle of the room.
Okay. The apothecary has a heart attack.
Wait, what?
He didn't notice you.
He didn't notice you, and you just
On your landing without missing, I'm like, oh, good. You finally decided to make yourself known. You heard what I said.
Afternoon, everyone.
That's a failed death saving throw.
Ah, what?
Oh, this is fine. It happens every other day.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll be seeing you all. Derrick, shall we?
Ty goes over and tries to do a medicine check. That's a failure.
Oh no.
And
He has magic.
No, he doesn't.
no, he doesn't.
No, we made sure the devils left. We blew up their cave.
That's
No.
only one part of them.
Do you want me to have Meevil attempt a medicine check?
Yeah, might as well. But that's two failed death saves on him.
That's going to be an 18.
Okay. So he is stabilized. He's not coming to immediately, but he's alive.
Good
Looks
enough.
like it's going.
All right. If he's okay, okay.
I hope I didn't.
Shall
Are
we
you
go
done
get
killing
there?
people now?
We should probably go and find the others, right, Derrick?
Are you done? Are you done attempting murder now?
That wasn't my fault. He had a heart attack of his own accord.
He's an old man. No offense.
He's unconscious.
Jump into a room full of old men and expect no one to be surprised. Again, no offense.
Yeah. Also, why do you all keep apologizing for me? I'm not sorry for my actions.
But we are. That's why we apologize.
You shouldn't be though.
You know what? And you shouldn't be you, but we're stuck with that problem.
All right, rude. Look, let's just go find the others. Hopefully, they're not in too much trouble. I mean, it's Faith. What can she really get up to right now? She's a good egg.
Phillip,
Give it.
as you come to, what's your passive perception?
Hold on. I think it's 16. Yeah, it's 16.
But it's Mickey.
So,
Wait, which part are you talking about?
Just why are you apologizing for me? I'm not sorry for my own actions. Yes, but we are.
I didn't know if you talked about jumping out of the roof or when I was in the roof. Just I'm doing just fine.
I think that whole thing could be animated.
This
Drop
was such
a
an
lanky
interesting
golem
lore.
covered in fur. Precious is fine, precious.
as you come to Phillip, you notice the cleric who's trying to help you has really yellowish eyes. It's odd, but I'm sure there's a good reason. Poor sleep, maybe. And he stabilizes you, gives you a little potion to get you back on your feet. You gain. Where's my d4? 5 points of health. He
Thanks.
brings you up and asks if you're okay.
I think, yeah. What's the what? Let's see. Yeah, I'd say so.
Good. I'm off to help those kittens. Terrible thing. It's really something awful. Oh well.
Hey Dan, were any of the kittens owned or were they all stray?
Most of them were strays.
Most of them.
Most of them were strays.
That's why you don't let your cats out. You gotta keep them in all day.
Imagine just a group of people talking about us. We save the lives of some people, and then we affect the lives of some people like Maud.
Hey, we really helped him out. We
But
sold
he
his
also-
shop.
He hates everybody except you and Nikki.
And it's perfect poetic justice that I'm somehow in his good graces.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, there's some people that we saved, some people who adore us, and then there's some people like the book club and Maud.
This is going. Sorry, I already have planned what his views on Faith are. Next they meet, this is going to be so funny.
And it's just, I think it's great because if they spout anything ill about us, no one will believe them.
Like, screw you, we saved the city.
Yeah, no one will believe them, and it'll be great.
Okay.
Also, my understanding of all that was we have permission and even direction from a council member to end the Fake Thieves Guild.
Yeah, but it. Yeah,
You do
that
have
just
a
doesn't seem
restraining
right,
order.
though.
That's still going through. You have a restraining order.
Not important.
How are
The
they
real-
going to enforce that?
The
Look,
problem
honestly-
is the real Thieves Guild controls all the guards, and I'm close friends with. I'm a member of the Thieves Guild.
As long as they don't mess with me, I'll leave them be. It's just, you know, they robbed us.
Okay,
And
so
they were sloppy about it.
I think that's the end of today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry, and it's
No,
all
I get it. And we went off the rails for this night.
That's it. Just
No, I like.
I think the tipping point is when I asked where the hats were.
I didn't expect it to go anywhere. I just like, yeah, they're gone.
It went somewhere.
I could see that. So next week, Tommy will be running either the level 20 or the level 3 one shot.
I'm probably gonna go to the level 20, but I'll let you know within the next day or two if I decide to go for the level 3.
Okay.
Just
Awesome.
want to
Yeah,
start thinking
just
through it.
keep us posted.
I'm going to send you the 2 homebrew subclasses I'm going to be using. Email just a second.
So here's the funniest thing. So my multi-class set, 2 into paladin. Right? Did I get that right? 2 into paladin, 9 into cleric and 9 into rogue. My 5th level divine smite sneak attacks will be incredibly painful.
So how you doing, Nikki?
Bad.
Like wisdom teeth bad or faith bad?
Faith bad.
Okay.
So do you want to know like his
Yeah,
general
Yeah, sure.
advice, or
You literally killed a guy.
so Thamuel's whole thing is like, oh my gosh, I killed some cats and she went off against me. This person is the perfect accompaniment to the pursuit of balancing the world.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, Nikki, you made a new friend.
Oh no.
I misjudged her immensely.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, I am the whittling master in your eyes. Essentially, like, is that on track?
He idolizes Bavroth right now.
The angry
All right.
whittler. The angry whittler.
That said, so his general
Well, Tommy,
view
he needs
party-
something as an outlet for his anger management.
his general view is Bavroth is his idol, everything he aspires to become, just because of the whittling thing.
Okay.
Views faith as just the epitome of righteousness and goodness. Right.
That's actually honestly, she's probably a better role model.
That's like her whole
And-
thing. That's like one of the tenets, to be a good role model for the people you were trying to help.
But then you just killed a guy
Yeah.
out of
And-
vengeance and anger.
I deserved it.
And consider Derrick to be the only normal one in the group.
Well, seeing as how aside from you, he's the only human, you're not really off. You're not really off base there.
Not even like that. He's just like he's the only one who doesn't seem to have like underlying issues.
Yes, the one who was frustrated with his job as a street magician and decided to go into thievery and killing instead. I'm the only normal one.
There are many modes and mediums to preserve the balance of the world. This will be funny.
Mm.
I'm really looking forward to his and Faith's next conversation because he's like, first line, I think I misjudged you initially. You are great.
Faith's reaction is gonna be like half confused, screaming, and half just like, wait, what?
I'd like to think that. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like Samuel is the one person on the planet Faith does not want to be friends with.
Pretty much,
Now
yeah.
he wants to be friends.
Oh yeah, and Bav has not forgotten that you cast a spell on him.
Oh yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah.
Baby's
It'll be
first
interesting.
homicide.
but you didn't kill me.
Not
Damn.
yet.
There's still more opportunities.
She attacked you with the intent to kill, almost killed you, and then left you for dead.
Yeah. What's your point?
As
So
far
in
as
her
her
mind, she
oath
probably
is,
feels like that's just as bad as finishing you herself.
Yeah. Because as far as she knows, you're dead right now.
Do paladins have a D10 for health?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Alright, I'm rolling for health for my next 10 levels.
Oh yeah, should I make that character now then, I guess? It's
Sure.
fine. I've only got 2 levels in Paladin, I don't have to pick a subclass. So I guess we'll start with the health.
All right. Well, that's it then, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Good
Well,
fun, I think.
yeah, I think so too. Excited to see how things are gonna go. Like, honestly, when Faith is in a more emotionally stable condition, I think we're gonna have a sit down and discuss. All right, so essentially, like, where do your morals and ideals lie now?
Yeah, because it's like,
You're
I was thinking she is at a breaking point, and
you're obviously in a
I don't know if you noticed or not, but I figured she would not have the most healthy coping mechanism, so I used the shark method, which is basically if I stop, I die, or if I stop, I have to process everything that has happened.
you're just in a volatile state right now, and in a and in a state of transitioning. Deals go, so I feel like, yeah, like Bav might sit you down and ask you some questions to help, essentially, just to give you direction to try to, I guess, make your thoughts more concrete on this matter. Like, do you still believe everyone deserves to be protected, or do you believe some should essentially not deserve extra chances
I think it's
to
mostly
keep?
she thinks that she's failed.
Hmm.
Does
Who
she?
Well,
here
that's
has
not.
seen The Good Place? So who here has seen the show The Good Place?
Ooh,
I
very
have
fun,
not
yeah.
have heard good things about it, but
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. Mom's shown me clips. I know what you're talking about.
Actually, that reminded me. There's one character that he's immortal, and they still have some concept of something that can be done that will kill them. And for the first time in his entire immortal existence, he suddenly this philosopher sat down with him and talked with him about the idea of basically put it in his mind the thought of death and the idea that mortals have of I'm gonna die one day, and put that in his mind, and he's just got really depressed and he's just oh oh and the next time you see him he's at this party and he's dressed up in a white tuxedo with sequins all over it. No, a white tuxedo with sequin boots, and he basically looks like a coke dealer, but he's all living high, and there's this one person tries to talk to him. He's like, no, if I slow down, then I've got to stop and I think and I feel, and I've got to think about the way that I might not be here at one point. Oh,
yeah, that's
oh.
exactly what she was doing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
You guys around?
See ya.
Uh,
Yeah, Nikki, prepare for that conversation in 2 weeks because it will be happening. But yeah, see ya.
Steel yourself.
Bavroth will psychologize you.
Yes.
Steel yourself. You will have another admirer.
oh god.
The last
Mommy.
person you probably want.
FYI, I'm going to have 213 health if we play the second campaign, the level 20 campaign.
Okay.
Holy.
Well, you're playing how many levels, Paladin?
10 and 10 in Barbarian.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
that's a lot of health points.
I know that druids, the wild shape, I think they can only turn into creatures they've seen. Would it be fair to say that, I turn into a migratory bird every now and again to go see other places? Like, not stick around long, but just, you know, if something catches my eye on the way, just go see what it is.
Sure. You're going to be inside for most of it.
Okay, that's fine. That doesn't
I would
stop me
like-
from turning into something big.
I would like to request permission to reroll my stats.
Okay.
I got a
what
14, a 14, a 7, a 9, a 9, a 5, and an 11.
Yes. Go ahead and reroll. The object of this is to have fun. Yes.
Normally I don't request this stuff. I like having like bad stuff.
Because it's
I
funny.
like being garbage.
I would do this for a starting character. Let's leave it at that. Dude, this isn't a great start either.
Oh, do extra attacks stack? So if I get extra attack from barbarian and then an
I
extra,
don't think.
No,
nah,
I wish it did.
yeah, me too.
That would be
that would be-
abused.
entire other mechanically advantageous character.
Oh god, can you
How many-
imagine a multi-classing monk with flurry of blows?
So you
that's
get
a-
extra attack at 5th level, so the most you could get is 4. If they stacked.
But that's before flurry of blows. Hit him 6 times in 6 seconds.
Okay, this is better. This is better. I have to reload that one. Hey, that's not terrible. This time it's a 12, 10, 14, 14, 14, 11.
Also, did you notice that I was drinking out of 2 different...
No, I didn't, but now I do.
I was like holding this in frame and then I was taking a sip from this one.
Let's go play a half orc.
I'm doing half elf, by the way.
Oh, that'll be great.
I'm playing a tabaxi. So,
Okay, ability score improvement. Put that in dex.
Oh, so let's see.
I'm going to go get some sleep because I am
Okay.
tired and I don't think my attention span can last very much longer.
Alright, good
Yeah.
night. Should I
Sleep is for the weak.
And those who have had teeth forcibly removed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm kind of high right now, so yeah, I am in a weakened state. Yeah.